Royer, left side Scharf, open, left wing, fires up the three, got it! In the closing seconds of the opening quarter, and a great start for the Warriors. They lead 17-2, we've played one. Scharf, left corner, that is again Frieden open, left corner for three, got it! Ella Frieden with her first three-pointer made this season. 30-7, Warriors in the lead. Meanwhile, Royer ahead of the pack, left-handed layup, it's up, it is in, fouled, count the basket, and the Warriors back up by 26. Vargas drives right side, takes an off-balance 15-foot shot, banks it in from the right wing, banks it in. Central will hold the basketball in the baseline, and the game will come to an end. Warriors had a dominant first half. They led by 24 at the half. Postville held their ground in the second half, but it was good enough to let Central win by a final score of 55-36. We're down to 5 seconds left in the quarter, and Minikue with the ball. Minikue likely to take the last shot. He does. Top of the key for three. Got it. And we're knotted at 11. Minikue hits the three at the buzzer. Minikue drives in the wraparound layup. It is up. It is in. Foul. Count the basket. As Minikue, an athletic move as he got to the rack. Rignitz at the free throw line. Back over to Isaac Lone. 25-footer on its way. It circles around. Goes down. And suddenly it's a one-point game. Isaac Lone throws it up from 22 feet away. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end. Owen Hammersland left side to Lone. His left-handed layup, it's up and in. And here's a timeout by Postville as suddenly the Warriors lead by 6. Central again with a strong fourth quarter in their second matchup against Postville. They use what is a 14-2 run to close the game, and the Warriors a much-needed boost. They defeat the Pirates by a final score of 61-49. The best high school basketball is on KCTN FM 100. It's Upper Iowa Conference basketball again tonight on KCTN. In our featured game, Central visits MFL MarMac. First off, we have the girls' game. The Central girls have climbed back to 500 after a sharp performance against Postville. They look to move past that mark tonight. For MFL MarMac, the Bulldogs remain in first place in the conference. They controlled the first matchup against the Warriors. They look to stay alone in first place tonight. It's game 1 of 2 with Central and MFL MarMac. The Chalk Talk for the girls' game next.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Elkader on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa, Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Grow Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, and by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley. Coach, your team now 9-9, 7-6 in the conference. Defeated Postville Friday night, 55-36. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, we did a good job in the first half, Dan, of setting the tone. I felt like we did a really good job executing things that we wanted to do in both the offense and defensive end of the court in the first half. Second half, we didn't play as clean a basketball, but nevertheless, we did a good job of continuing to move the basketball and trying to do things that we're trying to execute both on the offense and defensive end.
All right, now let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, so we'll start actually the same five that we started on Friday night: Bradley Erickson, Oakley Armstrong, Blair Scharf, Katie Royer, and Natalia Singleton.
And I know some kids contribute off the bench for you.
Yeah, Layla Emerson will come off the bench for us, along with Peyton Stainert, Maya Gregerson, Raylan Koner, Ella Frieden, and Lila Burns.
All right, MFL MarMac, you dropped a decision to them earlier, 55-26. What do you know about the Bulldogs?
Well, MFL MarMac raced out to an early lead. Credit to them. They really brought the pressure in that first quarter. They really set the tone. They had a lot of energy. We did not match that energy, and because of that, they were ahead by double digits in that first quarter, and was kind of us reeling after that point. So we didn't take care of the basketball, and we need to do a better job of that.
All right, that's one of the keys. What else do you have to do in this ball game?
Well, even within that, Dan, I know that we're going to have some turnovers, but we need to limit our live ball turnovers. They really did a good job of scoring off of our turnovers right away, so we need to try to do that. We need to also defensively defend their screen and roll action in a couple different ways. So we've been able to practice that last night, which was nice to get a practice in. And then we need to finish possessions, whether that's finishing around the rim offensively, but also finishing possessions on the defensive end with a rebound.
All right, this is a very young team. Do you like the steps this team has taken so far this year?
Yeah, we're doing some good things, and we continue to try to work on things as well. That's what you try to do as a young team and continue to improve. And, we had some young kids stepping up into some pretty big spots, so we continue to work on things. The season is not ended, and we want to continue to get better. All
right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Yes, Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
We are happy to announce we are once again performing cataract surgery right here at home. This is Jessica Jones, surgery supervisor. We welcome Dr. Cancel from Gunderson, who performs this surgery monthly at our local surgery suite and holds consultations at Gunderson Eye Clinic, Waukon. Dr. Cancel is a wonderful addition to our surgery team, and we're so happy he's here. Call us today for more information.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Ashbecker Building Supplies in Rossville, Canucco Floor Covering in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, and by Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen. Coach, your team now 11-7, but 11-1 in the conference. Dropped a non-conference game Friday night to Waukon, 47-31. Tell me about that game.
We kind of came out of the gate, a little slow. We had a number of girls not feeling the best, and I thought we played hard, but just we didn't shoot the ball real well. I think we ended up shooting the 20% for the game, and we made a nice run the second half, got it down to like 8, and then I think we just kind of run out of gas. And overall, the effort was there, but we had some kids feeling just kind of tough for us. Walk-on's a good team, so we just came up a little short.
All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight then.
Yep, we have Ava Kishman, Autumn Shaw, Emmy Whitner, Casey Pika, and Emma Driscoll.
And some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yep, Cora Keener, Sam Ruff, Evelyn Fritz, and Ashton Dundee, and Evelyn Birdnow.
All right, now turning our attention to Central, defeated them earlier this year, 55-26. What do you know about the Warriors?
Yeah, they're a young team, pretty guard-oriented, but just watching some film on them, they've definitely gotten better through the season. They got the Sharp girl. I would not consider her a freshman. Her body language, the way she's playing, is different than when we saw them the first time. And they got the Armstrong and the Erickson girls that have been, had some experience last year, and they've been shooting the ball very well. So we're going to have to come ready to play tonight, and if we don't, we're going to be definitely in a battle. And they're a well-coached team. Wiley does a good job with them, so we'll definitely have our work cut out for us tonight.
All right, for MFL MarMac, keys in the ball game for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we definitely want to pressure the basketball tonight. I think the first time we played them, we had some success doing that. Need to continue to do that. And I thought our defense was really played really well. I think we gave up only 3 points in the first quarter, but we just need to continue to start with our defense and lead into get some easy buckets and continue to rebound. For the most part, I think we do a pretty good job of that with our size. But if we take care of the basketball and just get out and play Bulldog basketball, we'll have some success tonight.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, thanks.
Yes, MFL MarMac basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen and his Bulldog team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative has youth opportunities available. High school sophomores and juniors whose parents are ACEC members could win an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. Applications are due January 31st. Graduating high school seniors entering a course of study in the electric field are encouraged to apply for a cooperative scholarship. Go to acrec.com for more information on both opportunities. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The Brim Coffee House in Elkader is a proud sponsor of Central Elkader Sports. The Brim offers specialty coffees, a variety of baked goods and pastries, soups, salads, and sandwiches. Don't forget, we have the Brim apparel in store. Check out our Facebook page to see our weekly specials of soups and salads. The Brim Coffee House is located in downtown historic Elkader at 110 West Bridge Street, and watch for our new location in downtown McGregor.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular, security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkburg, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, and by Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barons along with Coach Aaron Hammond. Welcome to Monona. Upper Iowa Conference basketball again tonight on KCTN. It is the first place team in the Upper Iowa Conference, MFL MarMac, hosting the Central Warriors, a young team improving as well. We did the first matchup as I'm joined by Coach Hammond, and the MFL MarMac girls won big, 55-26. We expect a better game this time around.
Well, I think so. Central's getting better. They're at 500 now overall and above 500 in the conference. So obviously those youngsters are starting to figure some things out. But we got to remember, there's a lot of youngsters on the MFL MarMac side as well.
And they're led by their sophomore in Emmy Wickner, who's averaging over 11 points a ball game. Central, they have a number of girls who are on 8-9 points a ball game. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. Meanwhile, MFL MarMac is 11-7, but more importantly, they are 11-1 in the conference. They close the conference schedule. Obviously, Central tonight, then home with Postville, home with West Central, in the final conference game at Keyhigh. Needless to say, heading into the final stretch, the MFL MarMac girls have set themselves up in a good position.
Yeah, they are. They're in a really good position, and one of the handicaps that they've got tonight, they've only got 8 girls. They've got the sickness going through like every other school in Northeast Iowa right now, so they need to continue to stay healthy because they have winnable ball games, and of course they want to go into that Keyhigh game in control of things, so, nothing strange might happen because Keyhigh plays pretty good ball up a key.
And with a little luck, maybe it's even wrapped up by that night, depending how what takes shape with Turkey Valley the rest of the way. Meanwhile, for Central, you mentioned 500, 9-9, 7-6 in the conference. We did their ball game against Postville the other night. Really had a great stretch of basketball in the first half. They won 55-36. Again, they continue to get better.
Yeah, and their youth showed once in a while. They left a few things on the table, but I think overall they've shown improvement defensively, much improved. Still some shooting woes here and there, but they've got a number of scores. We talked about it the other night that are like 7, 8 points. If you could get a couple of them double figures, get a couple of those 4-5s to 6-7, you got a really solid ball club all the way
and
around.
That's what we saw against Postville the other night. But Layla Evertson comes off the bench from time to time, averages 9 points a ball game. Blair Scharf, 8 points a ball game. Katie Royer, 7 points a ball game. Riley Erickson, 7 points a ball game. As a team, they score about 38.7, about 39 points a ball game. So, again, it's been scoring by committee. But against Postal, they had a couple of girls in double figures.
Yeah, they did. They had some girls who really stepped up and had nice nights for them. Katie Royer had a great night for them. Layla Emerson always has, seems like, a solid night for them. So they want to continue that, but they want to see some of those other girls improve their numbers and improve that scoring overall.
All right, for MFL MarMac, Emmy Wickner leads them offensively at over 11 points a ball game, and then they're kind of helped out there by everybody else contributing. Casey Peek at 7 points a ball game, Emma Driscoll at 7 points, and they get a nice combination in the post, too.
Yeah, Ava Kishman, Autumn Shaw in the post, both averaging 5-6 points, 6 or 7 rebounds, so they give you solid numbers night in and night out. And by the way, they're seniors, so they know what they're doing in there. So defensively, they can adjust. They can do whatever you need them to do. I think that's just a great pair for MFL MarMac to help with these young guards.
They are the only 2 seniors that'll make an appearance on the court tonight. Central had 1 player listed as a senior, but that was the exchange student, and that was Maria Vallajero. And again, she just spent the first semester here at Central as an exchange student. Meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, you just have Kishman and Shaw as their 2 lone seniors that have certainly played a lot of basketball for the Bulldogs. As a team, MFL MarMac averages around 46 points a ball game, and this is a case where they want their athleticism to kind of take over in this ball game, and that's what they do defensively.
Yeah, they want to put pressure on the ball, force the tempo the way they want to do it, whether they want to get up and down, whether they want to slow it in the half court and force ball pressure that way. Any way that they can, they're going to try to force the action on the court tonight, and with lower numbers tonight, they're going to have to stay out of foul trouble when they do that ball pressure.
For Central in this ball game, it's a case there they've got to handle the pressure. They average just over 20 turnovers a ball game, but again, those numbers have been brought down, but it's going to take more than just one girl bringing the ball into the offensive end.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to try to get to the free throw line. I think that's where they can really, make a dent in the difference of points here, is get to the free throw line and score those points without that clock running to keep yourself in a ball game.
Yeah, make free throws, I think, is a key for Central as well. They only shoot 42.5% from the free throw line. As a team, both these teams shoot at 33%. Central at 33.2, MFL MarMac at 33.9, and both teams identical from the three-point line at 26%. Meanwhile, MFL MarMac shooting better from the free throw line at over 55% on the season. Bulldogs, they average about 15 turnovers a ball game, and again, they are primarily guard-oriented, and they average about 10 assists a ball game, so turnover is going to be a factor. What do we see as some of the other keys in this ball game for the Warriors?
For the Warriors, I think we talked about handling the ball, getting to the line, and making those shots. But I think they need to attack the lane. I think, we've seen Kishman get into foul trouble here and there, Shaw get in foul trouble, so they need to attack that lane. And if they get fouled, they got to make those baskets.
For MFL MarMac, it really depends on what kind of start they get off to, because there's been nights when they've been gangbusters starting out.
Yeah, and I think that's all going to start with that ball pressure. They need to shoot well, obviously. All the different girls that they have need to shoot well. But I think the rebounding is going to be key for them, because that leads to their tempo. If they can get clean rebounds and get that kick out, they can get down the court. It really sets the tone for them.
And neither team with a lot of size, so rebounding is going to be a key in this ball game tonight. Greg Schiller is our public address announcer. We're ready to go with the starting lineups here for game number 1. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MFL MarMac High School for tonight's girls varsity basketball game between the Central Warriors and the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. The Warriors are coached by Mark Wiley, assisted by Emily Frieden and Catherine Wiley. The Bulldogs are coached by Jess Schubert and Brian Bugenhagen, assisted by Mike Driscoll and honorary coach Jason Winter. Officials for tonight's game are Chris Hofert, Luther Linderbaum, and Jason Barr. Now the starting lineups. First for the Warriors. Number 2, Oakley Armstrong. For the Bulldogs, 5'8" sophomore from Monona, Iowa, number 2, Emmy Wickner. For the Warriors, number 3, Briley Erickson. For the Bulldogs, 5'7" junior from Monona, Iowa, number 20, Casey Pika. For the Warriors, number 5, Blair Scharf. For the Bulldogs, a 5'9" senior from Farmersburg, Iowa, number 21, Autumn Shaw. For the Warriors, number 20, Katie Royer. For the Bulldogs, a 5'7" sophomore from Marquette, Iowa, number 24, Emma Driscoll. And finally, for the Warriors, number 24, Natalia Singleton. For the Bulldogs, 5'9" senior from Farmersburg, Iowa, number 30, Ava Kishman. Ladies and gentlemen,
there you have it. Opening action coming up next. He's from National, by the way. My old man born in Freilich. Opening tip-off coming up next.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Car Auto Group online at karautogroup.com, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. This is... Welcome back. This is KCTN Sports. We're getting ready for the opening action. Central wearing their away red uniforms, red bottoms and tops. Central there in white. Bulldogs have the white home uniforms. Bulldogs in that royal blue with the yellow trim. They've got the blue trimming around their shorts. Crowd continuing to roll in for this ball game tonight. We expect a good crowd here. Traditionally, these teams always draw well when they play each other.
Well, they usually draw well, and we've got special event tonight, the Wounded Warrior Project. They're raising money for that, so we expect a little bigger crowd, and they're continuing to file in. So MFL side getting a little fuller, Central side still trickling in.
All right, it will be Driscoll to jump it up for MFL MarMac and Scharf to jump it up for Central. And we have seen the Bulldogs run a set off the jump ball here, but 5 girls in the backcourt for Central, 5 girls in the other side of the court for MFL MarMac, and we are ready to go with our game tonight. Luther Lindebaum throws it in the air, and Central wins the tip. It's tracked down by Singleton in the backcourt, and the Warriors bring it offensively. MFL MarMac comes out, girl-to-girl defense here. Erickson has it right side. Pressuring the ball is Pika. Erickson goes left side to Royer. Errant pass that goes out of bounds, but they say deflected by MFL MarMac as that went out of bounds near side in the offensive end.
Yeah, girl-to-girl pressure by the Bulldogs, and they've come out and done this many a times this year. And just girl-on-girl, make sure our 5 are better than your 5.
Scharf into the corner to Armstrong. Armstrong will have to work it back out on top. She's guarded by Wickner. Royer, top of the key, guarded by Shaw. Royer brings it left side, cut off, goes on the wing to Armstrong. She's got a lane to the basket, drives in, the shot no good, but goes into contact, and Kishman there to help out, but is called for the foul as Armstrong found a lane to the basket off the left side.
Now, patience by the Warriors early here, running their offense, and then Kishman in that early foul. We talked about those posts need to stay in the game for the Bulldogs tonight because they don't have a lot of height coming off the bench. You don't want this early foul with Kishman.
Armstrong's free throw, it is good, and the Warriors are on the board first, 1-0. A number of games we're following tonight. We have our first score. Edco leads Maquoketa Valley at the end of one, 18-14. We'll continue to keep you up to date. That game started at 5:30, so they're well underway and just about to the half. Armstrong's second free throw, it is good. Warriors cash in on both, and it's 2-0. By the way, Keyhigh playing at Clayton Ridge, North Fayette Valley at Southwind, Postville at West Central, Starmont at Springville. We'll update you the best we can on all of those games tonight. Central comes out here, and they'll play girl-to-girl defense. Driscoll has it, left side to Wickner. Wickner gets to the basket, loses the handle on the way in, though. Loose ball on the court. It's picked up by out of there by Scharf as Kishman and Shaw end up on the floor trying to get the basketball for the Bulldogs. Back offensively, Armstrong tried to go quickly in the left block area to Royer, but it's deflected out of bounds. Stays down here with the Warriors. They'll take it off the left side of the basket.
Good recovery by the Bulldogs, getting back on that and deflecting that ball out of bounds.
And again, they will run there a kind of a mini stack formation. Inbound, Scharf has to go get it on top to Erickson, but it's knocked away by Pika, who steals it away, but then throws it into the hands of Scharf as she was tiptoeing the near base sideline. And the Warriors there get the ball back after the steal by Pika and then the turnover. Erickson, left side, and getting in his Armstrong in the lane to Scharf. Scharf post up Wickner, moves to the right, drifting away, misses the 8-footer in the middle of the lane, and the rebound pulled down by Kishman for the Bulldogs. Back offensively, Driscoll drives in, stops at the free throw line. Kishman trying to back her way down and traveled with the basketball. Brought it right side, spin near the right block. She was going to reverse the ball, but took an extra step.
Yeah, just didn't get her feet quite right there when she went to reverse and took the extra step. And our first substitute off the bench for Central is Layla Embertson.
Yeah, but Embertson, again, has been a starter throughout this year, but also coming off the bench for them as well. She is actually their leading scorer. Erickson has to go inbounds as Embertson comes into the backcourt to get the inbounds pass, and she will bring it into the offensive end, goes to Scharf, and Scharf does get it across the timeline with a couple of seconds to spare. So it's still 2-0, 90 seconds in. Warriors in the lead. Armstrong has it right side. Pick and roll, trying to lead Embertson. Overshot her, had the right idea as Embertson rolled right side. Driscoll, the loose basketball. Wickner back in the offensive end, right side to Pika. Good job by the Warriors getting back. Kishman works it back over to Wickner. Wickner at the free throw line, swings it left side to Driscoll. She drives baseline, layup shot there, no good as she drifted outside the lane along the left side, and Royer commits the reach-in foul. Driscoll goes to the free throw line for two. Found a step by her defender.
Now, we saw the Warriors the last time against Postville, ran that pick and roll so well, but the same sort of thing. That lead pass is just a little too far out front, and that's what we saw the first time down. So hopefully they can adjust and get that figured out.
Driscoll's free throw, it is good. So we've exchanged free throws here in the early going, and the Bulldogs are on the board with a 2-1 lead for Central. Second free throw being eyed by Driscoll. We mentioned this is Driscoll, one of their top free throw shooters, along with Pika at 67%. Second free throw, it is good. And we're knotted at 2, and again, the Bulldogs quickly set up that full court pressure. And Erickson inbounds to Scharf. Scharf will help bring it across the timeline as, again, MFL MarMac falls back defensively. Scharf brings it back out on top, and she'll get the Warriors into their offense now. Goes off a pick right side. By the way, the Bulldogs basically switch everything on picks. Erickson drives in, left side to Royer. Open left wing, fires up the three. Got it! And the Warriors lead 5-2. Again, if you look at their shooting percentage, it's a team that you might as well shoot threes by the analytics of things.
Yeah, just the bang for your buck on the threes, and they shoot them fairly well. Even Royer, who was traditionally a post for them.
Wickner, top of the key, left side off a pick and roll to Shaw. Shaw drives in, traveled with the basketball. Again, she got it off the left side of the lane, had the right idea, trying to get to the basket, moved the feet before moving the ball. Shaw checks out. The first substitution on a very short MFL MarMac bench tonight will be Samantha Ruff, a sophomore. Ruff, certainly a good spark player off the bench for the Bulldogs, averages about 4 points a ball game. Erickson has to get it inbounds, and it's intercepted by Wickner. Wickner drives in, the layup, it is up, it is in. Foul, count the basket. And that's a tough pass to make there when you go half court, and Wickner's speed beats everybody to the ball.
Making that long bounce pass, even though it was a bounce pass, she was able to use her quickness to get in that passing lane, and nobody stepped in front of her until she was already making this attempt, so she's going to get the end one here.
Foul committed there on Erickson. It's the second team foul on Central. Wickner, free throw on its way there, and she hits it off the back of the rim. It is no good, but Kishman tips the rebound to herself. Put back shot, banks it strong from the right side about 4 feet away. Just too much muscle, oomph on that. And Central gets the rebound on the ricochet. So back out on top is Erickson. Erickson guarded by Pika. Brings it left side, pick and roll, but a good job by the Bulldogs. And now the ball thrown away. Erickson tried to go on top, intercepted by Wickner. Wickner drives in, crossover dribble, no good. Kishman gets the rebound among 3 Warriors, brings it back in the middle of the lane, then steps right side and puts it up and in. Kishman working hard for that basket. Bulldogs lead at 6-5.
Yeah, it works really hard to get her feet right there.
And here's a timeout taken by Central. 3:05 in. The Bulldogs having some success running. They lead 6-5. Let's take this break.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 205 South Main Street in Elkader or call 563-245-2366.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
So a quick timeout taken by Central and some concerns handling this pressure early.
Coach Wiley wants to make sure they know what they're supposed to be doing and cut down the length of those passes. I think they're making those long half-court passes. They need to shorten that up a little bit and make nice, crisp passes.
So again, full court pressure. Inbounds, they go to Scharf and a reach-in foul from behind by Ruff. We mentioned this during the Chalk Talk. 3 girls on the MFL MarMac bench tonight. They've been dealing with injury. I think Edco's dealing with injury, or with illness, I should say.
Sickness. Everybody's dealing with whatever's all going around. Everybody's just trying to stay healthy.
Well, it was 35 below last Tuesday, and it's 50 degrees today. Here's Central beating the pressure. Royer drives in. The shot fouled from behind by Ruff, and that's the second foul very quickly on Ruff as she tried to reach in over top as Royer drove left side.
Well, and Ruff may have gotten a clean block there, but she's on the back side of it. The official cannot see very well on that, and so they're going to assume there's contact on the body as the shooter goes flying, so Royer's going to get a couple of free throws.
And a chance for the Warriors back to the free throw line, and that one's off the mark to the left. So the Warriors again, under Coach Wiley's leadership, they usually shoot far more free throws than their opponents, do a good job at that, but as we mentioned this year, getting to the line but struggling making those free throws, but a young group as well. As Ruff checks out with those 2 fouls, in is Evelyn Fritz, a junior, for the Bulldogs. Second free throw, it is good. We're knotted at 6. So across the timeline, Wickner walks it ahead into the offensive end. Erickson has the duty of guarding her tonight. And Wickner goes right side to Pika. Pika off a pick at the free throw line. Pick and roll to Kishman, who drives in, travel with the basketball. Yep. She was pick and roll to the right side, and again, just moved the feet too fast there, driving to the right side before putting the ball down, and the Bulldogs have turned it over a few times on that pick and roll.
Yeah, they run that well, but they just got to get their feet right before the ball gets there, not after.
Erickson, problems getting it inbounds and tries to go ahead where it's knocked away by Driscoll, picked up by Fritz. Fritz drives in the lane, loses the basketball, and her and Erickson end up on the floor in a jump ball situation, but it goes down here with MFL MarMac.
Yeah, those long passes are still giving the Warriors problems because they're not coming to the ball. They're not finishing that pass. They're just expecting it to get there. And the quickness of the guards for the Bulldogs here are taking those passes away.
So MFL MarMac takes it off the left side of the basket. It will be Wickner taking it out of bounds. 4.5 left in the opening act. Inbounds to Kishman, who drives in at the left elbow, gets out of the double team, and goes to Driscoll. Driscoll to Kishman at the free throw line. She drives, pulls up, 8-foot shot, leaves it short from just inside the free throw line area, about 2 steps in, missed it off the right. And Scharf back into the offensive end for the Warriors. Scharf stopped the dribble, and Erickson comes to help out and get the ball in the left wing. Back out on top to Scharf. Halfway point, by the way, now the first quarter. Scharf being pressured by Pika. Right side, Scharf stops the dribble on the right. Back to Erickson. Erickson, pick and roll to Scharf, who drives in into a double team, kicks it over to Armstrong, back over to Erickson, just off the right side for 3, grazes the front of the rim. Shot is no good, and Pico will let the ball go out of bounds, and it goes into the MFL MarMac bench, and the Bulldogs get it on that rebound that goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good-looking set there. Warriors ran that pick and roll well, moved the ball, got that extra pass, got a good-looking 3 out of Erickson, just came up a little short and trickles out of bounds. And Kishman's going to go to the bench. Cora Keener's going to come into the game.
So they've played 7 already of the 8 girls they have available in this ball game. Actually, correction, they played all 8. Yeah. So Pika at the free throw line, right side to Fritz. Fritz swings it baseline to Driscoll. Driscoll back over to Fritz on the left wing. Central, now the Gregerson has checked into the game for them. We'll talk more about that in a second. Meanwhile, Central steals the ball away, but the Warriors going to give it right back. As Scharf tried to go on the left block area, tried a diagonal pass there, and it's intercepted by MFL MarMac. Meanwhile, Keener on the left block, gets it between 2 Warriors, banks it up and in, and the Warriors lead 8-6.
Nice strong move there by Keener and a lot of traffic. So
Maya Gregerson, by the way, checked in for Katie Royer. Meanwhile, Wickner knocks the ball away from Armstrong and scores the layup. There's another steal and another basket. 10-6, Bulldogs the early lead.
Yeah, this full court pressure giving Warriors some trouble so far.
And inbounds, Embritson, they beat the pressure. Armstrong, good job realizing she didn't have numbers and pulls things back out on top. Armstrong left side to, once again, Embritson. Embritson back over to Armstrong. Pick and roll, trying to lead Embritson, but overshot. Driscoll helping out there defensively, gets the ball in the middle of the lane. Bulldogs back offensively, left wing to Driscoll, on top to Pika. So a 4-point lead right now for MFL MarMac at 10-6. Back over to Wickner now. Wickner trying to go pick and roll right side. Wickner gets a lane covered, swings it left side to Pika. Pika drives at the free throw line, and she brings it right side, cut off on the baseline by Armstrong. In the lane goes to Keener, who loses the ball on the floor. Keener somehow gets it out to Fritz. Her shot blocked by Scharf, and the mad scramble ends up with Central getting the basketball after the block shot. Scharf back offensively. Back over on top. Gregerson, right side to, again, that is Erickson. 2-minute mark of our first quarter. Pick and roll. Scharf gets it on the right block, goes into a double team, and traveled with the basketball. Good help defense by the Bulldogs there on the right block.
Yeah, realizing where that's coming from and that they want to do that pick and roll, cheating over there and just taking away that easy basket.
Peyton Standard, a 5-foot freshman, makes her first appearance for the Warriors. Royer back in as Erickson checked out, Armstrong checked out, as did Scharf. So 10-6, Bulldogs with the lead and possession. Fritz at the left elbow. Goes off a pick at the free throw line, bounces it to Keener. Nice seal from the right block. Got the shot to circle around and go down. Keener posted up well on the right block.
Yeah, she did a great job and a good finish there, so giving them good minutes so far.
Standard in the offensive end, and the pass intercepted by Keener. Bulldogs try to push it again. And here is Driscoll as the Warriors get back. Left side to Evelyn Fritz. And Fritz in the lane to Driscoll on the left block. Spins, throws it up there, settles in nicely from the right side of the rim, just dropped right through. This, by the way, is a 9-0 MFL MarMac run.
Yeah, they're doing all the right things at the right times, and here's
the
another
ball
turnover.
Thrown away again as Embretson overshot at the free throw line. Fritz tracks it down in the backcourt, and now left wide open, right side for three off the side of the rim, but gets her own rebound, drives in, left-handed layup off the back of the rim. Keener, the offensive putback, she banks it long. Then Keener, I believe, is tied up there with Royer. Even though it was Keener likely reaching over the back that time, the official said she didn't have contact. It is a jump ball, but it goes back to Central now with 53 seconds left in the quarter.
And I can't believe, number one, nobody picked up Fritz, and then nobody boxed out Fritz, so she got an extra shot, and then a good point-blank shot by Corey Keener, not able to knock it down.
Driscoll checks out along with Fritz. Kishman back into the ball game, and also coming in is Shaw. Meanwhile, for Central, they have brought back into the game Scharf along with Armstrong. So Erickson checking out along with Standard. So we're down inside 50 seconds left in the quarter. Scharf in the offensive end, loses the handle on it, stumbles down, and now we've got another jump ball. As Scharf tied up there with Pika, and MFL MarMac actively knocks the ball away. Jump ball goes back to MFL MarMac, but Central actually took a timeout. They maintained possession to get out of that situation. Let's take this timeout for the Warriors.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
So MFL MarMac leads 14-6, and Central actually got the timeout from Coach Wiley as Scharf there was trying to hang on to the ball between a couple of Bulldogs. One official had jump ball, but the backside official said, we've got a timeout, and the Warriors saved possession. So across the timeline is Royer. Let's see what the Warriors do out of this timeout. Royer at the elbow to Gregerson. Gregerson swings it right side to Scharf. Scharf on the right wing. And let's see if they look for Embretson to go pick and roll. Scharf has to pull it back over. Center court circle. Shot clock is down to 5. And driving right side is Scharf. Back over to Armstrong. 2 seconds to go. Left side to Royer. Gets off the 3. Left side off the front of the rim. It is no good. Wickner gets the rebound. Bulldogs can hold for 1 if they choose. Wickner back into the offensive end very quickly. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. And they'll pull that ball back out on top. Meanwhile, Wickner drives in the lane, left side to Keener. Keener left wing for 3. It's off the side of the rim. Shot is no good, and the opening quarter comes to an end. MFL MarMac a good start. They lead 14-6. We've played 1. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa, Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, and by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. MFL MarMac leads 14-6 at the end of one. Couple of scores. At the half, Edco leads Maquoketa Valley 30-29. And at the end of one, Postville leads West Central 9-4. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge and Keyhigh, that game, they have not started yet. Someone puked on the gym floor. So that's the update from Clayton Ridge. Good thing we're not there tonight.
Oh, goodness.
I would have puked, then it would have led to everybody else puking. So Wickner, along with Fritz, Driscoll, Shaw, and Kishman to start the second quarter. Shaw, post-up shot from the left block, up and in. Spun towards the baseline there, using that right shoulder. They lead by 10 right now.
Yeah, this run just continues, and Central has not had an answer thus far.
And back offensively, Warriors have the ball taken away by Wickner. Wickner drives in. There's a right-handed layup. It's now 18-6 and a 13-0 run by MFL MarMac.
And the pressure, they're going to continue with this full-court pressure.
Backcourt area, Erickson beats the pressure, drives into Kishman, and gets it back out on top to Embritson. Embritson, Scharf, Oakley, Armstrong out there, along with Erickson and Gregerson. Left side, Gregerson on top to Armstrong. Armstrong at the elbow, right side, Erickson, step behind the arc for three, bounced in and out. Armstrong the rebound, put back no good. Scharf gets the rebound on the right side, kisses it off the glass, and the Warriors finally on the board. Hanging on 6 for a while, it's now 18-8.
Yeah, they haven't scored for at least half of a quarter because it's just been a drought for them.
A game that started early tonight as we've got a foul, and Driscoll fouled in the offensive end and a reach in by Armstrong. Springville defeating Starmont tonight, 87-13. We will see Starmont and Edco on Friday night, and that will be a Starmont team that, again, they've got girls continuing to work hard. They've got seniors that have stuck with it. A team that has struggled to get success.
They have. They've struggled to score. I think defensively they're okay, but scoring has just been a struggle.
And they do have a victory on the season. Meanwhile, from the free throw line, Driscoll airs it short. Kishman saves the rebound back to Wickner. Right back to Driscoll. Drives down the middle of the lane, floats it in over the front of the rim. 20-8. Bulldogs lead by a dozen. Backcourt area, Embritson. Embritson goes right side, throws it behind Scharf, but it is Armstrong able to go get it into the backcourt and bring it across the timeline. Left side to Erickson. Erickson will work it now back out on top for Central. The Bulldogs have defended that pick and roll well in this game tonight.
They're switching every screen, doing a good job.
That's one thing when you've got athletes. Gregerson at the top just kind of needs somebody to come get the basketball, and Scharf comes to get it. Left side, Armstrong open, left wing, fires up the three, circled in and out, no good. Kishman gets the rebound, pulled it away from everybody in the middle of the lane for the Bulldogs. So 2 minutes here into quarter number 2, and across the timeline offensively, it is Wickner. Wickner right side to Fritz. Fritz at the right elbow, back out on top to Shaw. In the lane, Kishman posts up, drops it right side. The shot, it is no good, banked it long from just inside the right block, but Embritson got her on the body, and it will be Kishman to the free throw line for 2.
Kishman so strong in the post there and makes those very aggressive moves to get herself open, but then she's got to make that shot just a little bit softer off the glass, and I think she'll get more success there, but she's going to have to earn these at the free throw line.
So the first foul committed on actually Gregerson, they say the foul is on. Free throw, it is good. Hit the back of the rim, then settled in. MFL MarMac clears the bench. 3 girls coming in. That's all they've got tonight.
Line change of 3
Yep,
tonight.
and it will be Shaw, Fritz, and also Wickner checking out. Ruff back in there. Keep in mind she's got 2 fouls. Keener back into the ballgame, and also in there as well is Pika. Meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, for Central rather, Singleton has checked back into the ballgame. Embritson checks out. Also Gregerson checks out as Erickson comes. Actually, Standard comes back in. Second free throw, it is good. Bulldogs hitting their free throws. That's a positive. 22-8. They lead by 14. Armstrong back to Scharf. Left side to Standard, guarded by Driscoll, and Standard will bring it up the near sideline into a double team, trying to step through it, and does get it over to Scharf and avoids a turnover. So Scharf will pull it back out on top to try to get him into the offense. Central here, their offense starting about 30 feet away from the basket right now. Left side, Erickson. Erickson brings it back over on top, spins left side over to Scharf. Scharf 22 feet away, left side for 3, aired it out long. Again, didn't have a good look. Keener gets the rebound off the right side for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs just going to slow things down, but man, they are just relentless on the defensive end of the court.
Driscoll left side to Ruff. Ruff looking to go pick and roll at the left elbow, covered, top of the key to Kishman. Kishman swings it right side to Driscoll. Driscoll drives in, cut off on the wing, back to Kishman on the right block, passes it to the left block to Keener, who line drives the shot short. Good straight-up defense there by Scharf, and the Warriors get the rebound as they come into the offensive end. And immediately, MFL MarMac picks them up in half-court defense. Scharf guarded by Keener on top, knocked into the backcourt by Driscoll. Here's a steal. Fast break opportunity. The layup, it's up and in. Another turnover leads to another basket. And the Bulldogs lead by 16.
Yeah, that defense is giving runouts and easy looks for the Bulldogs.
And again, they are turning this game into a higher scoring affair, which was to their liking. Standard beats the pressure, drives in, layup, blocked from behind by Driscoll. Got a step on her there, but Driscoll blocked the shot. Back offensively is Ruff. Ruff drives in all the way to the basket, uses the left hand up and in. Halfway through the second quarter, it's 26-8. Bulldogs in control.
Yeah, the Warriors just haven't had an answer offensively up to this point.
Singleton back over on top to Armstrong from 22 feet away. Top of the key, it's off the back of the rim, no good. Scharf gets the rebound, saves it right side to Erickson. Erickson back to Armstrong and traveled with the basketball. She was looking to take a three from behind the arc, just off the left side, and the Warriors struggling from the outside shooting.
Well, and I think the Bulldogs are going to be happy with this pace because they just keep extending that lead, and that lead, and it's going to give them a chance to rest a little bit. And the Warriors haven't had an answer on the offensive end for this relentless defense.
Driscoll checks out of the ball game, and they will bring back in number 2 in Emmy Wickner. Wasn't out long, 3.5 left in the half. Left side, it is Wickner at the elbow. Brings it to the right elbow, pick and roll, nice feed down to Kishman. Right block, lays it up and in. Give and go on the inside. It's a 20-point lead for MFL MarMac. And here again
Royer
is that
trying
pressure.
to bring the ball up. Yeah.
Royer, left side to Standard. Standard traveled with the basketball as she caught it left side and tried to go to Singleton. So the Bulldogs, let's go through as far as stats so far in this ball game.
For the first quarter for the Bulldogs, they were 6 of 12 from the field, so they're shooting extremely well. 0 for 2 from the three-point line, 2 of 3 for the free throw line. For the Warriors in that first quarter, they had 1 field goal attempt. Didn't make it, made a 3. But they were 3 of 4 from the free throw line. So there's some things there, but they just haven't had opportunities.
Keener checks out as they will bring back in Fritz to the ball game. High post area to Wickner. Wickner has to go up behind the three-point line to get the ball. Drives in, pulls up from the free throw line. 15-footer, nestles in nicely. 30-8. It was 6-5. Central had the lead over MFL MarMac. Meanwhile, the Warriors have brought into the game Ella Frieden, a 5'7" freshman. Frieden checked in and Scharf checks out. Meanwhile, Armstrong loses the basketball. It's knocked away by Ruff. Last touch by Armstrong, and the turnover certainly the story.
Yeah, right now Central's sitting at 16 turnovers, and Coach Wiley, he wants to talk about this.
This is their third timeout. 2:48 left in the half. Bulldogs lead 30-8. Let's take this break.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
So MFL MarMac leads 30-8 right now, and they have done it defensively. This has been a quarter and a half plus of textbook defense by MFL MarMac.
It's been a 25-2 run since early in that first quarter, and yeah, the defense is just sparking everything positive.
So after the Warriors take a timeout, Wickner brings it across the timeline. Bulldogs with possession. 2.5 left in our first half. They're up by 22. Wickner at the elbow. Right side. Pika open. Right side. Fires up the three. Got it. It's all going good for MFL MarMac. They lead 33-8 right now.
Yeah, they're just hitting on all cylinders, offensively, defensively. Every tip ball is kind of going their way right
Singleton
now.
on top there to, again, Erickson. Back left side to Armstrong. MFL MarMac, by the way, now in a 1-3-1. Right side, it is Erickson. Brings it along the right baseline. tries to drive in and takes a shot that goes over the head, out of bounds, and had no temp. She was hoping maybe for some contact. Did not happen. Forced the action. Turnover committed there by the Warriors.
And you can see the frustration starting to settle in on these Warriors of not having space, not having offense set up, and then the defensive end, they're just struggling because MFL MarMac is shooting lights out.
25-point lead for MFL MarMac right now. Left side, Wickner goes down low, right block to Kishman, shot blocked by Scharf. Rebound, we've got a tie up in the lane. Royer tied up there with Wickner, and it goes back to Central on the alternate possession rule. So Central has used 3 timeouts here right now, and MFL MarMac not going full court defense anymore, but now going 1-3-1 with Ruff playing the top.
And they're trapping on the top of this every chance they get, make those guards handle it even more.
Scharf into a double team, steps through it, goes to Royer. Royer tried to go right side, the pass deflected by Kishman. Loose ball picked up by Wickner in the lane. Bulldogs back again offensively. Right side to Pika. Central, by the way, is now zone. And left side to Ruff. She's open. Left side for 3. Got it. Everything going right for MFL MarMac. What a clinic. They lead 36-8.
They've missed 2 shots this quarter, and those were early on.
And here left side, Royer for 3. Got it from the wing. Warriors definitely needing that, but still down by 25.
Yeah, that's a positive there for Katie Royer to hit that 3, but they got a long road ahead of them trying to get back in this ballgame.
And Wickner brings it left side in the offensive end and goes to Fritz. 2-3 zone for Central, though Armstrong kind of cheats up on the wherever Wickner's at. Wickner, top of the key, left side to Evelyn Fritz. Back over, Wickner, right wing to Pika. Pika in the lane to Kishman on the right block. Spins, middle of the lane, misses the shot, banked it long. Rebound deflects out of there, and it's picked up by Armstrong. Back to Royer. Royer drives in, feeds it left side to Erickson. Baseline back on over there to Standard, who works it left wing. Erickson open left side for 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound deflected out of there by Royer. Scharf tracked it down, had it knocked from behind by Fritz. Stays down here with Central with 34 seconds left in our half.
If you're the Warriors, you want to work this offense a little bit, get a good-looking shot. I know it's been hard to handle it because of this pressure defense, but you got to find a way of running your offense.
Gregerson and Armstrong check out for Central. They will bring back into the ball game Standard, and also coming back into the game is Gregerson. Meanwhile, Fritz checks out along with Kishman and as well as Ruff as Shaw comes back in. Also back into the game is Driscoll along with Keener. So 30 seconds left here in the half. Left side to Gregerson. Warriors can work for one if they choose, and they'll bring it back out on top to, once again, Scharf. Scharf stops back over top of the key to Gregerson. 20 seconds left. Shot clock, by the way, is about a second ahead. Gregerson goes over to Erickson. Erickson, top of the key, hounded by Pika. Brings it right side, pick and roll, overthrow Scharf. They turn it over. It's picked up by Keener. Here's MFL MarMac ahead with 5 seconds left in the half. Driscoll takes a shot from the free throw line early. It's blocked. The loose ball knocked away from behind by Scharf, and the ball ends up being thrown up there by Central, by MFL MarMac, but there was no chance as that ball deflected through a couple of players, and the first half comes to an end. Neither team got the look they were looking for, and we have played one half. MFL MarMac led by 8 at the end of 1. They lead by 25 here at the half. 36-11. First half stats coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Ashbecker Building Supplies in Rossville, Conoco Floor Covering in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, and by Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. At the half, MFL MarMac leads 36-11. Here's an update on other scores. At the end of the third quarter, Edco and Maquoketa Valley tied at 42 as they go into the fourth quarter. Keyhigh leads Clayton Ridge 15-2 at the end of one. Also, Southwind leads North Fayette Valley. That is 16-4 at the end of one. Postville leading West Central 9-4 at the end of one. And Springville has defeated Starmont tonight by a final score of 87-13. Bulldogs led by 8 at the end of one in a dominant second quarter, outscoring Central 21-5. They lead 36-11 here at the half. Let's go through the first half stats. It's all good for MFL MarMac.
All good for the Bulldogs right now. They're led by a couple of girls, Emmy Wickner with 8 points and Emma Driscoll with 8 points. Ava Kishman's got 6, 5 points for Samantha Ruff, 4 points for Cora Keener, 3 points for Casey Pika, and 2 points for Autumn Shaw. 36 points there for the Bulldogs. They shot 54% in the first half, 2 of 4 behind the arc, 13 of 24 inside the arc, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line for 80%. They had 6 turnovers in the first quarter, 0 in the second quarter.
And that second quarter, again, that's one of the best quarters MFL MarMac has played all year. And getting fast break opportunities really helps the shooting percentage here. But 2 of 4 from the three-point line. They know they've got girls that can shoot the ball, and they'll take that there. And especially the turnovers haven't been an issue for them. Meanwhile, let's go to as far as the totals in this ball game now for Central.
Central was led by Katie Royer. She's at 7 points. Blair Scharf has 2 points. Oakley Armstrong has 2. So there's their 11 points. They were 2 of 9 behind the arc. That's 22%. 1 of 3 from the field otherwise. That's only 33%. So they shot 25% in the first half. They were 3 of 4 from the free throw line. There's a positive at 75%. But they had 19 turnovers in that first half alone. They're right at their average already with another half to play.
Yep, 20.7 turnovers is what they average per game, and that has been the story of this ball game tonight. And MFL MarMac taking advantage of every single one of those opportunities. Meanwhile, we have another score. Postville leads West Central at the half, 24-11. Score of that ball game right now. So a good first half by the Pirates on the road.
Yeah, having a nice night over there in Maynard. So looking for maybe get that win to start off their year here.
We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk about the boys' game coming up a little bit later on and second half action of the girls' game. It is MFL MarMac leading at the break, 36-11.
No trip to Northeast Iowa is complete without a visit to the Turkey River Mall in Elkader. Browse and shop through 4 levels with over 14,000 square feet of purely unique shopping. You'll discover an eclectic mix of old and new, including antiques, jewelry, high-end, and resale clothing for kids and adults, furniture, art, books, toys, crafts, rocks, and minerals, and think custom apparel. Visit our updated website at turkeyrivermall.com or like and share our Facebook page.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit Real Farmers, Real Food, RealMeat.com.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank, we're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, and by Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. At the half, MFL MarMac girls in control, 36-11. We've got our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. Bulldog boys, a game behind North Fayette Valley. They need to keep pace, need that win tonight. A Central boys team that comes in, a young team continuing to improve. We saw them with a strong finish against Postville on Friday night. In the first matchup, MFL MarMac really controlled things. We expect a better game tonight.
Yeah, I think, Central doesn't mind going fast-paced, which MFL MarMac always loves to do. So I expect them to come out, try to run with them a little bit, make it a fast-paced ball game. Central's going to have to shoot well in that ball game. MFL MarMac has been struggling a little bit shooting the ball. They just haven't been quite as efficient as earlier in the season.
Yeah, defensively, it's a team that's been pretty good. I mean, they dropped that decision to walk on the other night, only give up 55 points. Normally you say this is a team that averages over 70 points a ball game, but they were 2 of 24 from the three-point line in that ball game. And there's going to be nights like that, but it seems to be happening a little too often to Coach Detbarn's liking.
Yeah, it's been happening more and more, and they're trying to stay healthy and stay pace with the Tiger Hawks down there at MFL or North Fayette Valley, because they want that game to mean something there at the end of the year, because they have them to end their season and finish the conference. So this is a big ball game for them. Every night's a big ball game until they get to that one.
Yeah, let's hope that last ball game of our regular season. That's what we've got scheduled. MFL MarMac at North Fayette Valley. So hopefully both teams hold serve. North Fayette Valley boys, of course, are at South Wind for a big ball game tonight. So we had a thriller the other night with MFL MarMac and South Wind. All right, second half for Central there. Tough first half, ball handling. MFL MarMac able to take advantage of turnovers. For the Warriors here, I think you just want to fight even this second half and go from there.
Yeah, I think you want to go out, try to win the third quarter, try to win the second half. You don't want to, it's going to be hard to come back 25. You definitely want to cut into it, but you got to look to win a quarter, a possession at a time, and build back, not just try to make a 25-point shot.
Bulldogs basketball, Driscoll. Also out there is Wickner, Pika, Shaw, and Kishman. Starting five for both these teams. Armstrong, Royer, Erickson, Singleton, and also out there as well is Scharf. Both teams came back on the court, by the way, at about the 2-minute mark, almost at the exact same time. Meanwhile, on the offensive end, Driscoll has it knocked away by Royer, and then traveling as Driscoll ended up getting possession of the ball, but actually rolled over. And Central comes out here. Maybe a little more step on what they're doing defensively.
Yeah, Katie Royer decides, I'm going to try to get that steal, and forces the turnover.
And MFL MarMac again picks up Central, and they will pick them up what appeared to me girl-to-girl defense. Saw a little 1-3-1 towards the end of the half, but without a doubt, their girl-to-girl defense has been outstanding. Erickson, left side, pick and roll, and that pass knocked away by Pika. It is intercepted. Again, the idea there, but the passing lane was quickly closed down. Driscoll, crossover dribble, left side to Wickner. So the second half just underway. Wickner back over there to Driscoll as Central stays girl-to-girl defense. Driscoll crossover dribble and has to go to Kishman. The ball deflected away, and it's picked up by Pika on the near side. So this is as far as MFL MarMac getting deep into the shot clock. 10 seconds left. It's been a while since that's happened for them. Wickner pick and roll to Kishman. Kishman at the elbow, pulls up, 10-footer, short. Rebound goes out of bounds as Kishman had to take that shot with the shot clock running down. And the Bulldogs took them a while to get into the offense there.
Yeah, a little patience, but good pressure by the Warriors there to force them away from their comfort zone.
Erickson inbounds to Armstrong, pushes it sideline to Royer. They've got a 2-on-1. Royer tried to go to Singleton, but the ball is knocked away by Kishman, then deflected on the left side as Driscoll, along with Singleton, went after it for the Warriors. Stays down here with Central.
Yeah, a big collision between Driscoll and Singleton. You can see Emma Driscoll trying to get her air back. I think she took one right there in the belly.
Scharf takes it out of bounds a minute into our third quarter off the right side for the Warriors. Back out on top to Armstrong, in the corner to Scharf. That three-pointer not there, quickly closed down by Driscoll. Armstrong in the corner, that's Royer, open, deep right corner, fires up the three, aired it out long, but Armstrong read it and gets the rebound. Back in the lane to Singleton, knocked away by Kishman. It's a steal for the Bulldogs, and Central a better job getting back defensively. So Driscoll across the timeline offensively, and they'll get into the offense once again with Driscoll bringing it left side. Driscoll hounded by Royer. Brings it left side along the baseline. Has to go over to Wickner at the high post. In the lane, Shaw has her girl secured. Feeds it left side. Driscoll open. Left side for three. Got it. Inside out. You can live with that. Biggest lead of the night equaled here by MFL MarMac at 28.
That was a good possession. Work the ball inside. Kicked it out for the open three, and Emma Driscoll drains that.
2 minutes into our third quarter is what we approach. Scharf in the offensive end. Goes off a pick. Left side. And goes back over on top there to Erickson. So the Warriors struggling in the half-court set. Erickson in the corner. Scharf open, deep left corner. Fires up the three. Got it from the deep left corner. Good look there by the Warriors. 39-14 MFL MarMac in the lead.
Good answer there by Scharf, knocking down that three.
And across the timeline is Wickner. As again, the Warriors played a little 2-3 zone at the end of the first half, but they're girl-to-girl defense here. Driscoll right side to Kishman and traveled with the basketball. Had the right idea. The lane was there to drive off the right side, but shuffled those feet, and the ball goes back to the Warriors.
Lane was there, and I think she thought it was going to close. Took that step before putting the ball down, and she would have been able to get there even if she had done it properly.
Problems getting it inbounds, and there's a 5-second violation, or did they get a timeout taken first? I believe a timeout was actually taken, and it may have been Erickson who took that timeout, so the Warriors maintain possession, but they're down by 25. Let's take this break. Hey, sports fans, take a timeout and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local-friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
So we've played about 2.5 minutes of our third quarter. Both teams have scored 3 points. 39-14, MFL MarMac in the lead. Central's down to 1 timeout. And did Erickson take that timeout
I
there?
think she did it verbally because the official who was administering the throw-in is the one who called it. And she never signaled it, but I think verbally she said we need a timeout. So good call there by Erickson.
And it will be the Warriors basketball after taking that timeout. And Scharf brings it across the timeline offensively. Off a pick, brings it on the right wing area, and pulls it back out on top. Again, MFL MarMac has made Central work for everything in this game. And back over in the corner to Scharf. Scharf, left wing to Erickson. Erickson looking for Scharf on the left block. Covered on top to Royer. Royer, 10 seconds on the shot clock, kicks it in the corner. Erickson open, deep left corner for three. Got it. Warriors have hit a couple of threes. And it's 39-17, 3 minutes here into our third.
Much better ball movement, the inside out again, and the Warriors looking better in the offensive set.
So across the timeline, It is Driscoll, hesitant dribble, drives down, middle of the lane, pulls up, 1 foot runner from 10 feet away, got inside the lane, floats it up and in.
Yeah, floater right there in the middle of the lane and just drops it through.
And Erickson quickly back in the offensive end for Central. Scharf has it on top, goes off a pick left side, looking for Singleton, but she's covered. Back out on top now to Erickson. Warriors have had no success getting the ball inside, by the way. Erickson has it knocked away. It goes into the backcourt, and diving for it is Wickner. Saves it over to Pika, and Pika ends up on the floor where it's taken away by Erickson. Erickson throws it back to Royer. Royer's got a layup opportunity and banks it long. And the rebound pulled down by Driscoll. Good job by Kishman staying away.
What hustle by both ends of the court. Wickner diving for that, laying out for it, and then nice defense by the Warriors to get the steal.
Wickner to Shaw, drives in between the double team, stripped out of there by Erickson, and it stays down here, though, with the Bulldogs. Couple of substitutions for the Warriors. Gregerson and Embretson check back into the game. Armstrong checks out, and checking out as well will be Singleton. Meanwhile, Bulldogs want a timeout halfway through the third. They're in control by 24. We'll take this break with them. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people bottom line is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
So MFL MarMac takes their first timeout, leading by 24 right now. 4:02 to go here in our third quarter. They led by 25 at the half, and that's pretty much held up here so far in the early part of the third quarter. Driscoll takes it out of bounds off the left side for the Bulldogs. And trying to get Wickner to roll to the basket. She's covered, so Driscoll has to go back out on top, where Wickner will track it down at the top of the key, and the Bulldogs get into their offense. Central stopping them on that inbounds play. Driscoll, left wing area, drives baseline, gets a step by Erickson, shot blocked by Scharf on the help defense, and the rebound pulled down by Gregerson. Scharf's got a couple of blocks in this ball game tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah, good help defense there by the Warriors, rotating over and taking away that lane.
Scharf back over to Erickson on the wing. Erickson at the free throw line, cut off by Pika. Left wing Royer, absolutely wide open for three, circled in and out, no good. Hit a couple of them back to back, but missed that one there. And Wickner back into the offensive end for the Bulldogs. Central has done a much better job getting back defensively this half.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and Bulldogs very patient on offense.
Wickner to Shaw, drives in, middle of the lane, throws it up there, shot no good. Tried with the left hand from about 6 feet away. Never really had good control of the ball, and it ricocheted out of there, and it's picked up by the Warriors. 3-minute mark here in our third quarter. Erickson in the offensive end, left sideline area. Back out on top to Scharf. And Scharf being guarded by Wickner. Again, the Bulldogs have just done a great job switching on virtually everything tonight. Scharf going off a pick left side and trying to get into the lane. Kicks it right side to Embretson. Embretson, a low pass, could not handle it. Loose ball picked up by the Bulldogs. Central comes away without a shot opportunity in the offensive end.
When you're down big like this, you can't miss those opportunities.
And a timeout taken here by MFL MarMac. He wants to bring some subs in, but they're going to let them take this break. So with 2:40 to go, our third timeout of the third quarter. And let's take this break.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Welcome back. We'll explain the timeout in just a second. Evelyn Fritz, right wing for three, and she got it. 44-17. Bulldogs here in the lead. Fritz just came into the ball game. And back on top to Armstrong. MFL MarMac took the timeout. Our officials indicated it was a 30-second timeout, But all Coach Buchenhagen wanted to do was make a sub as Royer takes a three from the right wing. Shot no good. Kishman gets the rebound. And even though we're in the third quarter, Coach Wiley said, let's just sub. Let's not take the 30.
Yeah, he didn't need the timeout.
No.
He said, let's just get the sub. So they came back awful quick.
It was still a timeout, but it was not a full 30-second timeout. So we just missed Fritz's three-pointer by just a couple of seconds. So we're back here to action. On top, Wickner with the basketball. Wickner, right side, pulls up at the elbow. Little 15-footer off the back of the rim. Keener gets the offensive rebound up and in. That's why he took the timeout. He wanted to take out Driscoll, Shaw, and Pika, bringing in Ruff, Keener, along with Fritz.
Yeah, different set, a different matchup out there.
Armstrong, deep left corner for Central, brings it on top to Scharf. Scharf trying to back her way down, gets a step by Keener. Right-handed layup, leaves it short. That was a nice move by Scharf, just did not finish, rolling off the right side. Approaching the 1 minute mark of our third quarter. Warriors, by the way, back to that zone. And Ruff on top to Wickner. Wickner and drives in underneath the lane to Kishman. Kishman double teamed in the right block, now triple team. Gets it out of there where it's picked up by Wickner. Left side to Ruff. Ruff misses the layup there. Shot it from the left side, actually banked it long. Armstrong gets the rebound, trying to go ahead of the pack. Gets it to Royer, and Royer traveled with the basketball. MFL MarMac got back defensively, and that helped force the turnover.
Yeah, just not able to get that clean shot off there, and good hustle by the Bulldogs.
Erickson and Royer check out for Central. Back into the ball game for them will be Standard along with Frieden. We figured that subs will finish a lot of this ball game, but everybody's played already for both teams. Central, I guess they have two players on their bench yet.
They have two still on the bench, but subbing freely, and the Bulldogs being really patient on the offensive end, working clock, and just looking for working on an offense maybe for the postseason run.
Right side, they go in the lane. That is, again, Kishman lowers her head, puts it on the right block, knocked away, saves it, though, back to Fritz, but Fritz cannot control it. Ends up out of bounds in the assistant coach Driscoll's hands. And like we always said, it's one thing to have a turnover. It's another thing when it ends up on coach's hands on the bench.
They've collapsed well on Kishman. She's had a rough go in there, and a lot of it's been Scharf playing good straight-up defense.
30 seconds left in our third quarter. Scharf across the timeline offensively, and Keener guarding the ball on top. So Scharf being pressured by Keener, left side to Standard. Warriors can work for one if they choose, and they'll bring it back out on top with Armstrong. Armstrong to Scharf. Scharf drives right side, takes a step-back shot, baseline 17-footer, drains it. So it's 46-19. We're inside 5 seconds left here in the quarter. 3 seconds. Wickner brings it to half court. Inside the circle. 3 on its way. It is well short. And the third quarter comes to an end. Bulldogs well in control, leading 46-19 as we go to the fourth.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Car Auto Group online at karautogroup.com, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. This is KCTN Sports. So MFL MarMac leads 46-9. Both teams put up what? 8 points is what Central put up in the quarter, and actually MFL MarMac put up 10. So they lead by 27. What was our shooting in the third quarter?
For the Bulldogs, they were 2 of 3 behind the arc, 2 of 8 inside, so 4 of 11 in that quarter. Didn't shoot a free throw. They had 4 turnovers. For the Warriors, they were 3 of 8, 2 of 5 behind the arc, 1 of 3 inside. They didn't shoot any free throws. They had 5 turnovers.
Scharf along with Standard, Frieden, Armstrong, and Gregerson out there to start the fourth quarter for the Warriors. And for MFL MarMac, it is Driscoll, Keener, Ruff. Also out there is Fritz, and of course they have Wickner. So left side, that's Armstrong. Step behind the arc. Left side, fires up a deep three. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound deflected out of there, tracked down by Fritz. And again, the Bulldogs want to run. But a good job by Central getting back defensively, and Fritz is called for carrying the basketball. Turnover gives it to Central. Scores. Keyhigh leads Clayton Ridge at the half, 35-8. Southwind leads North Fayette Valley at the half, 22-19. Maquoketa Valley has defeated Edco tonight. That's a final, 61-48. Mag Valley pulls away in the fourth quarter. Postville still leading West Central at the half, 24-11. Springville defeating Starmont tonight, 87-13. Meanwhile, we start to close things here in our girls' game in the fourth quarter. Gregerson, top of the key, fires up a three, got it! Maya Gregerson stepping up and hitting that three-pointer. 46-22, Bulldogs in the lead.
Yeah, different mix out there. A lot of younger players for the Warriors, but Gregerson knocks down the three with confidence, top of the key.
And with it is Wickner, left side to Ruff. Ruff on the left wing brings it back out on top. Now at the free throw line, drives in, right-handed layup, blocked by Scharf again on the help defense, but the rebound saved by Ruff. Back to Fritz, who kicks it left side to Wickner. Left wing open for three, short off the side of the rim. Rebound into the hands of Driscoll. Driscoll brings it on top to Wickner. Wide open underneath is Ruff. Backs her way down, and she's fouled by Gregerson as she went up for the shot from the right block. And it will be Ruff to the free throw line for two. We have not been in the bonus any quarter tonight, have we?
We have not, and that was one of the first opportunities we saw of a lot of offensive rebounds as MFL MarMac was crashing the boards. And I'm sure Coach Wiley's talking to some of these young girls, got to put a body on a body, keep them off of that offensive glass.
And Ruff's free throw, it is good, and it's 47-22. Substitutions as Shaw and Pika come in. Keener and Wickner check out. Again, both these teams will substitute freely in this fourth quarter, with the only thing left to decide the final score. Of course, after this ball game, we'll have the chalk talk for the boys' game. We'll hear from the coaches of our boys' game tonight. But first, we'll have the individual stats from our girls' game tonight. Second free throw off the back of the rim. It is no good. Scharf gets the rebound in the middle of the lane for the Warriors. Scharf near sideline, back to Armstrong in the offensive end. Bulldogs just picking up in the half court, and now Ruff just steals it away from Armstrong. So another turnover committed by Central. Ruff back over on top to Pika in the offensive end. The Bulldogs have been relentless on defense tonight.
Well, and that's one of the things that's going to serve them well as they head into the postseason.
Evelyn Fritz open, right wing for three, got it! Settled in nicely from the right wing. 28-point lead equals the biggest lead of the night for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we always talk about defense travels, and if they can do this night in, night out, they're going to be a tough out and they get to the postseason.
And with it on top is Armstrong. Armstrong pick and roll, trying to go to Scharf, who gets it. Right side, Gregerson right wing for another three. Grazes the side of the rim. That was short. And the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs inside 6 minutes left here in our fourth. Left side, Pika in the offensive end. Pika out of that zone, loses the basketball, and it scoots out of there where it's picked up by Ruff. Right side back to Fritz in the lane to Driscoll. Turns, shot blocked by Scharf again. Rebound picked up by Pika. Pika back in the lane to Shaw. Shaw covered, tries to throw it on top. It's knocked away, and the loose ball picked up by Armstrong. Good converging defense by the Warriors on the left side of the block. And now the final timeout taken by Central. 50-22, 5:27 to go. Let's take this break. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Brrr, the cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
So Central is out of timeouts. Our score 50-22. MFL MarMac again led by 25 at the half, and really we've just been playing between 22 and about 28 points this entire second half. Another score. Postville leads West Central now at the end of three, 43-21. So the Postville girls closing in on their first win of the season.
Yeah, and that's a lot. A lot of scoring for them and great defense, so they're putting something together tonight over in Maynard.
Inbounds, Armstrong takes it out near side, has to go to the backcourt to Erickson, and the Warriors back into the offensive end. So only thing left to decide here, final score of this ball game. Right side, Armstrong. Armstrong guarded by Ruff. Again, the Bulldogs have had no let-up what they've done defensively. Nice pass to Embretson on the right block. Muscles it up and in. Certainly that's what the Warriors want to do offensively. Embretson really good around the basket.
Yeah, nice job finishing that, and they're going to settle in a 2-3 zone here.
Yep, and that's what they've been playing here for a little bit. As Ruff, crossover dribble, drives in, kicks it right side to Fritz. Fritz brings it to the elbow, top of the key. Driscoll open, fires up the three. Got it. Bulldogs continue to shoot well from the outside. 29-point lead, their biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, they shot well all night, and inside, outside, just a nice night for them offensively with only 8 girls to play.
And left side, they have 3 girls, the entire bench waiting at the scorer's table. Royer on the left block, one-on-one, swings it right side. Erickson near the right corner for 3 off the side of the rim. Royer tipped the rebound to herself, back to Armstrong. Armstrong left side, fires up the 3, and she got it. Warriors have shot much better this second half, and that's really been much of their offense, the three-point line this second half.
Shooting the 3 and crashing the boards a little bit, and then doing much better job on the defensive end, limiting them to shots one and done.
We approach the halfway point of our fourth quarter. Ruff, right side to Fritz. Fritz back over to Pika. Just open, top of the key for 3, line drive it short. Rebound tracked down by Driscoll off the left side. And the Bulldogs bring it back out on top, and they'll reset. In the lane, trying to force a pass to Ruff, but a nice front by Armstrong. Loose ball tracked down in the corner by Fritz, who tries to throw it back out on top, but it ends up in the Warriors' hands with Armstrong. Armstrong to Erickson. Erickson drives in, left-handed layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. 53-29, Bulldogs in the lead. Erickson to the free throw line for a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, Central outrunning that time, and the Bulldogs just not able to get back on defense quick enough and cause that foul after the shot.
All right, Standard back into the game for the Warriors. Gregerson checks out. As also for MFL MarMac, Driscoll, Fritz, and Shaw all check out. As Keener, Kishman, and Wickner all come back in. Second free throw, actually the free throw by Erickson, pushes it to the right. It is no good. And the rebound pulled down by MFL MarMac. Central in the midst of a tough stretch of games. This is the first of some challenging games. We'll talk about that. Is Wickner. Right side in the corner. Ruff, right corner for 3. That shot is short, but the rebound kicks to the left side. Kishman gets the rebound, brings it back right side, muscles it up from the right block, up and in. 55-29, Bulldogs in the lead. Kishman working hard for that basket.
Yeah, Central, they've got to play key in their next game. Then they have to go to Waukon, and then they have to go to Southwind. So some tough road for them coming up.
A Southwind team that's improved, but yes. And Central will fall to 9-10 in this game. Meanwhile, backdoor, Royer tried to go. Erickson, the pass overshot, tried to save it along the baseline, flipped it back out on top, and it is Wickner in the offensive end. Drives, pulls up, 15-footer, grazes the front of the rim. It is short. Pika gets the rebound, feeds it over to Ruff. Her shot blocked by Embretson. Good closing defense by the Warriors, and the Central Warriors bring it back into the offensive end. Meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, as a travel called on Standard, they will be heavily favored the next 2 games, and they're both here with Postville and West Central. And now we've cleared the benches for both teams. Central bringing into the game number 14 into the ball game, and for them that is Raylyn Koner, a 5'2 sophomore. Also coming into the game is number 1, that is Lila Burns. She is a 5'7 freshman into the game. And it is again with the basketball, MFL MarMac. In the lane, Driscoll, right block, muscles up the shot, too much muscle, it's strong. Rebound pulled down there by Kishman. Turns, fires outside the lane, off the front of the rim, no good. Pika gets the rebound. Wraparound pass, she's fouled on the drive in. Blocking call on Singleton. And that's the story of the night. Bulldogs have just been the quicker team tonight.
They have. These rebounds are just being out quick to get to them, and Central's just not quick enough, not moving to the ball.
And inbounds, Wickner gets it back on the feed from the corner, leaves the three-pointer short. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Standard, who throws it, and it's intercepted by Kishman. They lose the basketball. So Kishman, right side, wide open. Take the 8-foot jump shot. She does, but it cups in and out. It is no good. Rebound tracked down by Standard on the near sideline for the Warriors. Standard brings it back into the offensive end. MFL MarMac, couple of good looks. Standard left side to Koner in the offensive end for the Warriors. Let's see if we can get some subs here for Central into the scoring column. Standard off a pick left side. And quickly, MFL MarMac again covers it. Back out on top to Singleton. We're inside 1:45 left now in our fourth quarter. Singleton just off the elbow. Right side to Burns. Remember, we did not have a JV game tonight. Shot clock closing down, and the rebound ball knocked out of there, picked up by Kishman. Kishman gets it over to Pika. They stopped, but there was no shot clock violation because MFL MarMac had the ball. And Pika hesitated, drove in, and missed the layup, as it turns out.
Yeah, I think that shot clock, you still think,
Absolutely.
oh, what's going on? You just got to continue that play.
And left side, there's a reach-in foul by MFL MarMac. It's only the second foul here in our fourth quarter. 1:19 left here in our fourth quarter. Another score. It is North Fayette Valley girls now leading Southwind 26-23 after 3 quarters. So they started out down by 12 at the end of 1, and they have worked back to a 3-point lead. Pika and Ruff check out. Coming back into the game is Driscoll and also Fritz back in. Inbounds to Singleton off the elbow. Right side, try to go to Burns. Overshot. It's picked up there by Driscoll. And the turnovers have been a story of this ball game tonight for Central. Better the second half, but just too many turnovers in this game tonight.
They're at 29 right now, and way too many turnovers in that first half.
Driscoll right side to Fritz. Fritz back out on top to Driscoll. They go in the corner now to Wickner. In the lane to Kishman. Kishman drop steps, moves a step to the left. Nice move. Split the defenders. Use that pivot foot well. 57-29. Bulldogs here in command. They won the last ball game 55-26. Similar numbers tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they kind of blitzed the Warriors there in that second quarter and haven't looked back.
And Burns has the ball just taken away by Kishman. Kishman gets it ahead to Wickner, and Wickner traveled with the basketball. She caught it, and as she started to turn around, a couple of Central girls were there. 34 seconds to go. Warriors get the ball back.
Yeah, Warriors going to have another chance here to reset. They can work for 1. Shot clock is turned off.
And it will be Koner inbounds to Stannard. And she'll bring it across the timeline offensively. Bulldogs will close in on their 12th win of the season, but more importantly, 12-1 with 3 games to go in the Upper Iowa Conference, still a game clear of Turkey Valley. So Koner, left side, stops the dribble, needs somebody to come get the basketball. And actually, did she double dribble there?
I think so. Yeah, I think they missed one.
And she got away with it. Tried to go to Burns, but Burns had the ball go through the legs out of bounds. 10.9 seconds to go. At this point, let's just finish. And the ball goes back to the Bulldogs. So again, we'll have the game stats, individual stats right after this ball game, and have the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up. And it will be Wickner walking it into the offensive end, and the game will come to an end. MFL MarMac used a dominant first half to build a 25-point lead, and the Bulldogs still remain the team to beat in the Upper Iowa Conference. They move a step closer to their shot at an Upper Iowa Conference title. They win big over Central by a final score of 57-29. With the win, the Bulldogs 12-7, 12-1 in the conference. Central drops to 9-10, 7-7 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats in the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next.
The Brim Coffee House in Elkader is a proud sponsor of Central Elkader Sports. The Brim offers specialty coffees, a variety of baked goods and pastries, soups, salads, and sandwiches. Don't forget, we have the Brim apparel in store. Check out our Facebook page to see our weekly specials of soups and salads. The Brim Coffee House is located in downtown historic Elkader at 110 West Bridge Street, and watch for our new location in downtown McGregor.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
MFL MarMac wins it 57-49, or 57-29 rather. That's the final score. Let's go through the individual totals. Let's start with the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs were led tonight by Emma Driscoll with 16 points, Ava Kishman with 10 points, 8 for Emmy Wickner, 6 points for Samantha Ruff, 6 points for Cora Keener, 6 points for Evelyn Fritz, 3 points for Casey Pika, 2 points for Autumn Shaw. That's 57 points tonight for the Bulldogs, 14 turnovers. They did a nice job with the ball tonight. For the Warriors tonight, they were led by Blair Sharp with 7 and Katie Royer also with 7. 5 points for Briley Erickson, 5 points for Oakley Armstrong, 3 points for Maya Gregerson, 2 points for Layla Embertson. They finished the night with 31 turnovers.
And many of them in the first half. 57-29, MFL MarMac victorious. King High leads Clayton Ridge 35-8 at the half. North Fayette Valley leads Southwind entering the fourth 26-23. Postville leads West Central entering the fourth 43-29. Maquoketa Valley beats Edco 61-48. Springville over Starmont 87-13. A break. The Chalk Talk for the boys game next.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
It's time now for the Warrior Bulldog Boys game. The young Warriors are coming off a strong finish against Postville on Friday night. This team was handled in the first matchup against MFL MarMac. They feel they are much improved since that loss. For MFL MarMac, the Bulldogs lost a non-conference heartbreaker to Waukon on Friday. They look to bounce back and stay a game back of first place in the Upper Iowa Conference. It's time now for game number 2 with Central and MFL MarMac. The Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, your team now 7-10, 5-7 in the conference. Finished strong against Postville Friday night. You won 61-49. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, the first half was really close throughout. They hit a 3 at the end of the first quarter to tie things up, and then they were up 1 heading into the halftime break. To their credit, they came out in the third quarter and kind of put us on our heels. We were down 10 with 2 minutes left in the third. Our guys responded with an 11-2 run and a three-pointer of our own at the end of the third quarter to pull it within 1. And then, fortunately for us, the fourth quarter was our best quarter, both offensively and defensively. We were able to score 19 and hold them to 6. So we played our best basketball at the end, which is what matters.
Yep, certainly. Good win for you guys. All right, set the starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yep, we've been pretty consistent all year. We'll stick with the lone brothers in the backcourt, Mason the freshman, Isaac the junior. We'll have sophomore Owen Hammerson at the wing, our lone senior Vaughn Zittergreen also at a wing, and then junior Jake Harratramp in the middle.
And some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yep, freshman Griffin Hammerson will be the first guy off the bench for us, and then juniors Carson Rignitz and Garrett Burns will also see time. And then depending on how other things shake out, sophomore Julian Singleton and junior Caden Fetty may also get minutes for us.
All right, turning our attention now to MFL MarMac. What do you know about the Bulldogs?
Yeah, they're a senior-led group. I think their top 3 scorers are all seniors. I know the Kiel kid averages 18 a game, and they got 4 guys that average double figures, so they're a pretty balanced attack. And then they score 71 points per ball game. So defense is going to be critical for us. We'd like to keep it in the 60s, even 50s if possible. And the biggest thing, obviously, is stopping their transition offense because they like to get out and go.
All right, some of the other things you want to see out of your team.
Yeah, besides transition, we really got to run them off three-point line. They got a lot of guys that can shoot, and they can kind of put long runs together when they hit those threes. And then offensively, we just got to attack the basket. Sometimes we settle for those three-pointers, but we got to get to the line the best we can. And then lastly, rebounding is going to be big for us. I know they got the mighty kid in the middle, and they're pretty athletic, so we got to try and limit them to one-shot possessions as much as we can.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thanks, Dan.
Yes, Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer is a Warrior team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by MFL MarMac boys basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach, your team now 13-3, 10-1 in the conference. Dropped a tough non-conference game to Waukon Friday night, 55-52. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was a tough game for us. We shot the ball poorly. I think we were 2 for 24 from three-point range. Really struggled on the offensive end of the floor. We only had 2 kids in double figures. I think we had Parker in double figures, Landon in double figures, and then we're at our best when we get more guys involved offensively. And I thought defensively we played pretty well for most of the night. Effort was there. We just had a few breakdowns here and there, and Waukon was able to hit a 3 with time running out to beat us.
All right, now let's set the lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
Let's see. In the middle, we'll start Landon Meady. We'll have Carter Lightfoot and Brock Hackett at guards, and then Eli Hansen and Parker Keel will be at forward.
All right, and some of the kids off the bench for you then.
We'll see Tristan Bacon off the bench, Wesley Corlett off the bench, Jaron Willie off the bench, and then we'll just kind of see where it goes from there.
All right, turning our attention to Central. I know you handled them earlier this year, 75-45. What do you know about the Warriors?
Well, I know that the Hammersland kid got hurt in the first half of that first ball game that we played them, so he didn't play for probably about 3/4 of the ball game. And he's their leading scorer and most consistent perimeter shooter, so we'll know that we'll have to deal with him tonight. They're quick. They like to they move the basketball pretty well. They shoot the basketball pretty well, and they'll be a little bit of a test for us.
All right, keys in the ball game for MFL MarMac. What do you have to do then?
Well, offensively, we got to get more people involved. I mean, we gotta. At times I've had all 5 starters in double figures. We've got to make sure that we get everybody involved. We move the basketball and we take good shots. Defensively, we're going to have to make sure that we guard the 3-point line, but at the same time, we also got to make sure that we don't allow backdoors and easy baskets at the rim.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thank you.
Yes, MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn and his Bulldog team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Elkader on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa, Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, and by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Welcome back to Monona. Welcome back for game number 2. Our girls' final tonight. MFL MarMac beats Central 57-29. Other scores, Key High leads Clayton Ridge 49-15 into the third. In the fourth, North Fayette Valley leads South Wind 31-30. Postville beat West Central tonight 61-27. Maquoketa Valley over Edco 61-48. Springville beat Starmont 87-13. We're about a minute away from the starting lineup. Keys in this ball game for the Warriors and Bulldogs.
I think for the Warriors, they got to increase some scoring, limit those Bulldog attempts, and attack the lanes, try to get MFL in foul trouble and make those free throws, and they have to rebound. They can't give them second chances. I think for the Bulldogs tonight, runs. They need runs in the beginning of every quarter. They're good at that. Let the defense do the work and take advantage in the post.
And shoot a better percentage tonight.
Yeah,
this is a team that offensively it certainly has good numbers, averaging over 70 points a ball game. Parker Keel leads them 18 points a ball game. They've got 4 scorers in double figures. Landon Meaning at 12 points a ball game. Carter Lightfoot and Brock Hackett at 10 points a ball game. Warriors led by Owen Hammersland with 15 points a ball game. Vaughn Zittergreen having a nice senior season. The lone senior for the Bulldogs. He's averaging 9 points a game this season. Then you get Mason Lone, a freshman, 7.5 points a ball game. Isaac Lone, Jake Hertrump around 7-8 points a ball game. So after that, it's a lot of contributing players, and it's a young team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a young team. I think they're growing. They're getting better, but this is a tough matchup for them. They got to try to figure some things out if they're going to continue to take those steps forward.
All right, so our crowd has continued to roll in tonight. Not a bad crowd on hand for this second game tonight. Again, the MFL MarMac girls had a dominant ball game tonight in game number 1. Bulldog boys trying to keep pace with North Fayette Valley in the conference. Greg Schiller, take it away for the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to MFL MarMac High School for tonight's boys varsity basketball game between the Central Warriors and the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. The Warriors are coached by Brady Stramer, assisted by Blake Rodenberg. The Bulldogs are coached by Eric Detbarn, assisted by Michael Moon and Corey Donlin. Officials for tonight's game are Chris Hofert, Luther Linderbaum, and Jason Barr. And now the starting lineups. First for the Warriors, number 5, Mason Lone. For the Bulldogs, 5'6" senior from Farmersburg, Iowa, number 0, Landon Meany. For the Warriors, number 22, Jake Hairtramp. For the Bulldogs, 5'10" junior from Luane, Iowa, number 1, Carter Lightfoot. For the Warriors, number 23, Isaac Lone. For the Bulldogs, a 6'4" junior from Watson, Iowa, number 5, Eli Hansen. For the Warriors, number 24, Owen Hammersland. For the Bulldogs, a 6' senior from Snai-McGill, Iowa, number 10, Brock Hackett. And finally, for the Warriors, number 25, Vaughn Zittergreen. For the Bulldogs, a 6' senior from Ion, Iowa, number 23, Parker Keel.
There you have it. Starting lineups for our game tonight. Sny McGill. They've got an ice fishery going on next weekend.
Right, they do.
Maybe you can stop by Brock Hackett's house on the way over there. So we've got our starting lineups. Lights are back on for game number 2 tonight here with MFL MarMac and Central. Bulldogs come in. They are 13-3. They are 10-1 in the conference. Central comes in. They are 7-10, 5-7 in the conference. Her Trump will jump it up for Central. And I believe Meany should jump it up for MFL MarMac as the Warriors are on the court ready to go. Our officials are ready to go, and MFL MarMac breaks huddle, and they are ready to go for this ball game tonight.
Well,
so
normally we would assume the 2 tallest people on each team would jump, but not all teams do that anymore.
Yeah, sometimes it's who's got hops. Heck, Richter sometimes doesn't even jump for North Fayette Valley, and he's got hops. So we're ready to go here with game number 2 tonight. And Luther Linderbaum throws things up in the air. We are underway. Meany wins the tip into the backcourt, and this game is underway. Hanson in the offensive end. Central comes out man-to-man. Lightfoot, right wing to Hackett. Hackett, top of the key to Keel. That's left-hander guarding left-hander, but he brings it right side in the lane. One-handed leaner. Banks the shot long. Her Trump takes the rebound away off the right side. And here on the offensive end, Isaac Lone tried to push it ahead, and Lone leading Hammersland along the corner sideline. The ball almost intercepted by Hanson, who felt like he should have had it. He couldn't hang on to it.
He jumped that passing lane, and it just went right through his hands.
On top, Mason Lone over to Isaac Lone. Zittergreen left side to Owen Hammersland. MFL MarMac comes out here, and they're going to play 1-3-1 defense. Right wing, Lone on top, Isaac to Mason. Left side, Hammersland open. Left wing for 3. Touched every part of the rim. Circles around, but spins out. Meany gets the rebound for MFL MarMac. Lightfoot brings it baseline. Little one-handed runner off the back of the rim as he drove right side. Got a little spacing there, but missed the shot. And here is Mason Lone back into the offensive end. In the lane to Zittergreen, the pass deflected by Meany. Meany tracks it down at center court. Then the big man leads the break. Left side to Keel, lays it up and in. Meany the assist. Parker Keel the layup. Bulldogs strike first.
Yeah, big man handling the ball, getting the assist.
And right side in the offensive end. They go to Zittergreen in the lane. It has the ball knocked away by Meany, but it's picked back up. They now go to Owen Hammersland in the lane. Spins, fires it up right-handed. Middle of the lane from 8 feet away. It's up and in. He got into that middle of that 1-3-1. Meany ahead of the pack. Drives in again, but this time loses it out of bounds. And the ball goes back to Central on the turnover.
Yeah, both of these teams don't mind running, getting out, making it a track meet, getting up and down the court. And Warriors, they look content to get up and down a little bit as well.
And I think if you're Central, you pick your times to run in this ball game tonight. As one thing that Coach Stramer talked about is somehow keeping this game in the 50s if you can tonight. Left side, Mason Lone able to regroup at the free throw line. To Owen Hammersland, right wing with it now. Goes underneath to Von Zittergreen. Loses the basketball inside the right block. Picked up by Keel. Behind the back dribble. Rises it. Rips it right side to Hackett. Hackett lays it up and in. Nifty pass there by Keel. Leads the break. Bulldogs lead 4-2.
Yeah, none of the Warriors had their head turned and went right past.
Bulldogs, by the way, now man-to-man. Her Trump. On top to Zittergreen. Zittergreen drives in, knocked away, but he regroups, drives in left side, resettles, banks it off the glass. Nice job by Zittergreen staying with it. We're knotted at 4, 2 minutes in. And here in the offensive end is Lightfoot. Lightfoot to Hackett. Hackett, right wing to Lightfoot. Lightfoot brings it to the elbow, left side to Hanson. Hanson drives in, wraparound pass to Keel from inside the right block, just floats it over the side of the rim. Nice pass by Hanson. The assist there. Bulldogs moving the ball well. They lead 6-4.
Yeah, both these teams moving the ball well, taking care of it up to this point, but the Bulldogs turn up the pressure a little bit here.
Isaac Lone, right side to Her Trump. Her Trump, top of the key. Back over to Zittergreen as they run their motion offense. Zittergreen gets by Hanson, but has the ball knocked away by Hanson, who slides on the floor. Zittergreen on the floor. Isaac Lone on the floor. It is a jump ball, but it stays down here with the Warriors.
Yeah, just not taking care of the basketball that time we get in the lane. A lot of hands digging for the Bulldogs.
And off the left side of the basket, it will be Isaac Lone taking it out of bounds for the Warriors. At one point, we'll have the Lone brothers and the Hammersland brothers both on the court at the same time. Meanwhile, they try to go elbow area. It's Zittergreen, drives right down. The shot blocked by Meany as he tried to take it up right side. Hackett gets the rebound, but then knocked away by Owen Hammersland. And the Warriors get a turnover after they give it up. And right side now to Zittergreen in the lane, trying to go down to Mason Lone, deflected by the long arms of Meany. Loose ball picked up by the Bulldogs. Parker Keel stops, pops a 3, right side, shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Meany. They bring it right back out on top. Hackett drives into the lane, swoops in right side, misses the layup. Meany, another rebound, his putback falls off the left side of the rim. It's no good. Meany just did not finish, and the rebound pulled down by the Warriors off the left side. Zittergreen, right side to Mason Lone. Mason Lone at the elbow, wide open. 12-foot jump shot, leaves it short just inside the elbow. Meany gets the rebound back over to Keel. Keel bounces it back to Meany. Meany loses the handle on it, though, and just couldn't regroup. Lost it out of bounds, and the Bulldogs turn it back over in transition.
Unselfish basketball there, giving it up, trying to get the assist there, and couldn't hold the handle there. Meany's just kind of kicking himself on that.
Griffin Hammersland checks into the ball game for the Warriors, and Zittergreen checks out. That's the first substitution in this ball game for the Warriors. We approach the halfway point in the opening quarter. Mason Lone in the lane to Isaac Lone. His little hook shot up and in from 8 feet away, just off the right side, facing the basket. Got into that lane there, and a nice little touch by Isaac Lone.
And Warriors holding serve thus far.
Tied at 6. Lightfoot drives in, left side, Meany. Meany's shot no good, but he's fouled on the way in by Griffin Hammersland. Again, they're able to get the ball into Meany, and that will result in good things if the Bulldogs are able to do that tonight.
Yeah, he's point-blank range there. He's got the height advantage inside, able to shoot over people, grab rebounds, and right now he's got to hit a couple of free throws.
And trying to give the Bulldogs the early lead here. Free throw on its way, and that free throw is good. Bulldogs as a team, this is what you expect. One of the better free throw shooting teams in the conference, 67%. Central as a team, not bad for being as young as they are at 57%. Free throw by Meany, it's off the back of the rim, no good. Hertrump skies and grabs it out of the air off the left side. Griffin Hammersland quickly in the offensive end. Right side to Mason Lone, good job by the Bulldogs getting back. And they now work it back over to Hertrump. Hertrump back over to Mason Lone, who's guarded by Lightfoot, and brings it along the right side offensively. And looking back door, goes to Isaac Lone, drives in, the shot blocked by Meany. Challenge but denied. But Isaac Lone, one of those deals where he went up and realized, I'm in some trouble here.
Yeah, I think he left his feet, knew he had to shoot it because he had no outlet, and went, this is going to get blocked, but we're going to get the ball back.
Carson Rignitz, a 5'11 junior, checks in for Hertrump for the Warriors. They have to go back out on top, and they get it to Mason Lone, who catches it with a foot on the center court line. But again, he's able to bring it into the offensive end. Back over, right side, Isaac Lone. Lone to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland feeds it back to Mason Lone. Shot clock down to 2. They go top of the key. Owen Hammersland for 3. Short off the side of the rim. Did get it off in time as Meany gets the rebound underneath. He's got a handful of boards already. Lightfoot back into the offensive end. Left side, Hansen open, deep left corner for 3. Got it! Hansen hits the three-pointer, and the Bulldogs lead 10-6.
Yeah, if they can keep hitting shots like that, that's going to help them along the way. And Brock Hackett knocks one away as they try to go up the sideline.
Yeah, the Warriors try to work it up near side. Isaac Lone checks out. Zittergreen into the ball game, back in there for the Warriors. Meany and Hackett check out for MFL MarMac. Back into the game. Actually, their first appearance is number 4, Tristan Bacon, a 5'10 sophomore. Number 12 into the ball game as well in Wesley Corlett, a 6'5 junior. So the ball goes back to the Warriors, approaching 3 minutes in our opening quarter. Mason Lone, backdoor cut, tried to lead Griffin Hammersland, threw it behind him. Ball goes out of bounds, and a turnover by the Warriors. That was freshman trying to hook up with freshmen there.
That was the right idea. Had that opening just a little hot on the pass, not able to handle that.
Some light pressure here by Mason Lone as he picks up Lightfoot in the backcourt. Lightfoot able to bring it into the offensive end and set up offensively. Behind the back dribble, brings it left side to Hansen. Same spot, left corner for 3 off the front of the rim. Shot no good. Zittergreen tips it out there to Rignitz, who clears it off the left side. Hit one from the exact same spot moments ago. And back out on top, Mason Lone. Lone to Zittergreen. Zittergreen at the free throw line. Stops the dribble and has to go back right side to Mason Lone. Lone knocked away by Keel but regroups. Griffin Hammersland left side now to Mason Lone. Warriors using some shot clock. Griffin Hammersland has it on the left wing. Spins in the corner to Mason Lone. Shot clock's down to 10. Rignitz in the lane. He is covered by Bacon. Back over. Mason Lone left side. Drives in. Pulls up. Shot blocked by Bacon. Rebound Zittergreen. He's fouled on the putback as the shot clock was going to sound there. And the Bulldogs there had great defense till that final foul. Zittergreen to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, this is an interesting mix because you know the Warriors, they're okay running the shot clock, running their offense, looking for a good shot, make this a lower scoring game. But the Bulldogs are content to play defense and to keep them out of the lane, and that's just coming to a head with late shots here.
Zittergreen's free throw, it is short. He'll have another opportunity. Hertrump back into the game for the Warriors, and Mason Lone checks out for Central. And at the free throw line again is Zittergreen trying to get the Warriors off that 6 spot. They've been on there for a while. Second free throw, rolled around, laid flat on the rim, slides right through, and it's 10-7, Bulldogs in the lead. Bacon back to Keel. Keel brings it across the timeline in the offensive end for MFL MarMac. High post area with Corlett. Feeds it to Keel. Tips it over to Lightfoot. Lightfoot, baseline, takes a step back. 19-footer, nails it. It was 2. Oh, they're going to give him a 3 on that. Got it nonetheless. 13-7. Bulldogs in the lead. Nice step back by Lightfoot. Hertrumpf in the lane, Rignitz. Rignitz drives right side, trying to back his way down to Zittergreen. Zittergreen drives, pump fakes, and kicks it out on the right wing to Hertrumpf. Hertrumpf, right corner to Zittergreen. And again, Zittergreen, middle of the lane, spins, shot up and in. Somehow got it by Corlett. And here's a timeout by the Warriors. So 90 seconds plus left in our opening quarter. MFL MarMac nearly 13-9 lead. Let's take this break.
No trip to Northeast Iowa is complete without a visit to the Turkey River Mall in Elkader. Browse and shop through 4 levels with over 14,000 square feet of purely unique shopping. You'll discover an eclectic mix of old and new, including antiques, jewelry, high-end, and resale clothing for kids and adults, furniture, art, books, toys, crafts, rocks, and minerals, and think custom apparel. Visit our updated website at turkeyrivermall.com or like and share our Facebook page.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
So our first time out taken by Central, 13-9. Bulldogs the early lead. Warriors, I think, doing what they want to do on offense here in the half court.
Yeah, taking time with the offense and limiting possessions for the Bulldogs.
Bacon, right side for 3. Shot no good. Meany gets another rebound. Tried to save it back to Corlett, but it's knocked away by Rignitz. Rignitz undersized in the lane, but again, he's a scrapper down there. Zittergreen into the offensive end for Central. Warriors down by 4. Backdoor cut. Griffin Hammersland. Shot blocked by Meany. Meany with the help defense down low as Griffin Hammersland had a step on the right side. Corlett back in the offensive end. In the lane to Meany. Meany kicks it left side. Lightfoot open left wing for 3. Got it! So Lightfoot's hit back-to-back shots. Back-to-back threes. 16-9 Bulldogs in the lead.
This is one of those runs that we talk about that MFL MarMac, if they get another stop and a basket, they're going to have a run.
Knocked away by Corlett, but Corlett has it taken back away by Owen Hammersland. He drives in, shot blocked by Meany, but a foul called on Meany. Meany called for the foul, and it's likely because of the swat down, but they've challenged him a couple of times, and Meany's had a strong opening quarter defensively.
Yeah, he's probably got 4 or 5 blocks already and thought he had another one there, but I think you're right. That follow-through is probably what got it.
Yeah, that's kind of the letter of the rule. And Owen Hammersland to the free throw line. It's off the back of the rim. He'll get another opportunity. Hammersland averaging 15.6 points a ball game. As checking out is Rignitz. Into the game will be number 30. That will be Garrett Burns, a 6'1 junior, his first appearance. And the second free throw by the left-hander, Owen Hammersland, and it rolls over the front of the rim, goes to the back. It is good. 16-10, MFL MarMac in the lead as Owen Hammersland will quickly check out. Isaac Alone comes back in for the Warriors.
A little token defense here again, just to force Lightfoot to bring it to full court.
All right, across the timeline, Lightfoot. Right side, hands it off to Corlett. Corlett back to Lightfoot. On the right wing, drives baseline to Meany on the right block. Spins, takes a tough shot over Hertrumpf. It's short, but a foul there as kind of a fadeaway shot by Meany. But he got it near the right block area and able to at least get to the line for 2.
Yeah, and he was kicking himself on that. Thought maybe he could get that friendly roll and get the three-point play, but he's going to have to shoot them both.
And the second foul on the Warriors this quarter. MFL MarMac's only committed 2. Free throw rolls out to the left. It is no good. Boys scored a pass along. Maquoketa Valley leads Edco at the end of 1, 12-4. That's our first boys score of the night. Hertrumpf checks out as Mason Lone comes back in. Meanwhile, Corlett checks out of the game, as does Bacon. Keel back in there, and also coming back in as well will be Hansen. So Meany to the free throw line, 35.9 seconds to go in the quarter. Second free throw popped in and out. It is no good. Not a lot of arch on that shot by Meany, so it's tough to get the roll. And here is Isaac Lone, hounded by Lightfoot, but he brings it across the timeline offensively. Back over on top to Mason Lone. Lone with it now, right side to Zittergreen. Zittergreen feeds it back there to, again, Mason Lone. Isaac Lone to Mason. Mason at the free throw line drives in, takes the shot, blocked by Meany, again challenged. Keel gets the rebound. Here's the Bulldogs off to the races. Keel right side to Hackett, fires from 3. Airs it out long, well long to the left. And that shot had 22-foot distance from 19-9. Meanwhile, final play there of the quarter. Launching it from the top of the key is Griffin Hammersland from about 25 feet away, but it pops in and out, and the opening quarter comes to an end. MFL MarMac leads by 6 at the end of one, 16-10. Let's take this break.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Sincerely Yours Interiors by Kay in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Ashbecker Building Supplies in Rossville, Canucco Floor Covering in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, and by Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. We've played one quarter. 16-10 is our score. It is once again MFL MarMac in the lead. Bulldogs with possession to start the second quarter. Lightfoot, Keel, Meany, Hansen, Hackett, starting five out there for the Bulldogs. For the Warriors, it is Isaac Lone, Mason Lone. Also out there is Griffin Hammersland, Zittergreen, and Burns. So left side, Hansen at the elbow. Feeds it in the lane to Meany, kicks it left corner to Lightfoot, who drives in, pulls up, 17-footer, short. Rebound pulled down by Isaac Lone. Lone ahead of the pack is Mason Lone, but he cannot track it down. It was knocked away from behind by Lightfoot. And the ball stays down here with the Warriors. What was our shooting in the opening quarter?
For the Bulldogs, they were 6 of 14, 3 of 7 outside, and 3 of 7 inside the arc, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. The Warriors, 4 of 12, 0 of 3 behind the arc, 2 of 4 from the free throw line.
And Griffin Hammersland has it right side on offense, back out on top to Mason Lone. So our second quarter just underway here. Bulldogs leading 16-10. Left side, Isaac Lone cut off by Lightfoot and feeds it back now to Zittergreen, who drives in, uses the right hand from the left side up and in. Zittergreen found himself open, driving in right side. They're back within 4.
I think he was surprised he was so open and decided, I'm going to take this up because there's nobody to block my shot. Meany was on the other side.
We have a girls' final. Southwind has defeated North Fayette Valley tonight, 36-33. Meanwhile, Hansen drives in the lane, try to flip it up with one hand. The shot is short, aired it out, and Meany saves the rebound back to Lightfoot. Lightfoot, corner, step back, 15-footer from the left baseline, hit it. Bulldogs go back up by 6, 18-12. That was a back-and-forth North Fayette Valley Southwind girls game tonight.
Yeah, that was a really well-played ball game. We talked about Southwind improving.
Griffin Hammersland, left side. They go to Zittergreen, left wing for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Mason Lone gets the rebound. His putback shot banks it, facing in from 5 feet away. The young guard just slid right in there. Warriors back within 4. So across the timeline is Parker Keel into the offensive end. And the Warriors again manning up MFL MarMac here. Keel, right side to Hackett. Hackett drives baseline, gets a step by Lone, brings it, wraps it around in the lane to Meany. Meany puts it on the floor. The ball stripped away by Griffin Hammersland. He loses it, and it's picked up by Hackett. Hackett left side to Lightfoot, wide open, left corner for 3. Cupped in and out, no good. Keel the rebound, put back, stripped on the way up by Isaac Lone. Fouled on the way up by Isaac Lone. Keel goes to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, Keel's going to have to go earn those 2, but both of these defenses playing really good right now and stealing the ball, stealing it back, attacking. A lot of hands moving down there.
By the way, it was actually 37-33. Southwind beat the North Fayette Valley girls. Parker Keel, the best three-point free throw shooter in the conference, that is, as he's shooting 84% at 31 of 37. Rattles the first one in, and it's 19-14. Bulldogs in the lead as Burns, Zittergreen, and also checking out Griffin Hammersland for the Warriors. Second free throw by Keel. It is good. Hertrump back into the game. And Hammersland back in, and Rignitz back into this ball game. Warriors will freely play 8. MFL MarMac starts out at about 7, but they will extend it to 8 depending on how the game goes. And with it, in the lane, Rignitz swings it left side. Owen Hammersland left baseline for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Long rebound to Isaac Lone. Again, back to Hammersland. Second time. Nails it from the left wing. And the Warriors back within 3. He's had 2 great looks there.
Yeah, a couple good looks. Able to knock down the second one there, but all starting with the Warrior defense. That's
Hansen
where it's been at.
has a lane to the basket. Uses the left hand up and in off the glass. Hansen didn't settle for the jump shot. Took it to the rack. Bulldogs lead by 5. Back across the timeline, MFL MarMac now back to the 1-3-1 as Mason Lone brings it on top to Isaac Lone. Again, Keel plays the top of that 1-3-1. Right side, Mason Lone swings it over to Isaac Lone. And again, they'll work some clock here. In the lane to Rignitz, pulls up, shot blocked from behind by Meany. Another block by Meany as the rebound pulled down by Hansen. And here ahead of the pack, Meany catches it in midair, flips it up and in. Led perfectly by Hackett, doing it on both ends. And the Bulldogs lead by 7.
Meany is just a defensive force in there and then running the court, able to lead the break.
And Hertrump in the offensive end has it knocked away by Lightfoot in the corner. Stays down here with the Warriors. They'll take it near side. So we've played 3 minutes here in this second quarter. MFL MarMac extending things a bit right now. At again 24-17. Inbounds, it's knocked away there by Lightfoot. They'll try again.
Yeah, overplaying passing lanes right now, getting those tips and forcing the Warriors to do things they're not comfortable with and trying to extend this lead a little bit.
Hertrump checks out. Zittergreen back in for the Warriors. Left side, it will be Isaac Lone taking it out of bounds near corner. Inbounds to Mason Lone, back over to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland drives in, pulls up outside the lane, uses the right hand from 10 feet away. Shot rolls off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound picked up by MFL MarMac. They tried to go to Hansen. Hackett again had Hansen ahead of the pack. But as he crossed over, dribbled, Central got back defensively, knocked it away. But the Bulldogs maintained possession.
Yeah, I think Zittergreen got a hand in on that and able to knock it away. But Bulldogs going to reset on the left side of their hoop.
Another score to pass along. Maquoketa Valley leads Edco Boys at the half, 20-11. Meanwhile, inbounds to Hansen, who rolls to the right side of the basket, kisses it off the glass. Bulldogs lead by 9 and a quick 6-0 spurt by MFL MarMac.
Here's one of those runs, and Warriors want to be able to answer this.
Zittergreen drives left side, trying to bully his way along the baseline, but cut off in the corner. That's Mason Lone for 3. Misses it. Long rebound. Corralled off the right. Ahead of the pack. Here's Hansen again. Back to Meany. Meany drives in. Loses the ball on the way up. Trying to use his right hand from the left side. The ball just sailed away. It's picked up by the Warriors.
Didn't catch much of anything up there.
And right side to Owen Hammersland. And Hammersland cut off by Lightfoot. And they go post area with Rignitz. Rignitz to Isaac Lone. Lone covered. Back over to Owen Hammersland. Inside 4 minutes left here in the half. And to the free throw line, Mason Lone. Zittergreen, little one-handed runner, 8 feet away, leaves it short. Meany gets the rebound off the right side. He was challenged by Zittergreen. Meanwhile, Lightfoot, crossover dribble. Central gets back. Lightfoot readjusts, drive in, slides by Mason Lone, lays it up and in. An 8-0 run for the Bulldogs, and here's a timeout taken by Central. 28-17. MFL MarMac suddenly in the lead. Let's take this break.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
So 3:38 to go in our first half. Again, it's 28-17. MFL MarMac in the lead, and this is one of these patented Bulldog runs, isn't it?
Yeah, they've just kind of pieced it together, got a stop, get an open look in the other end, get another stop, get another nice basket, maybe get a turnover, and they just put those together, and this is a little 8-0 run right now. Warriors need to answer.
Bacon and Corlett check back into the game for MFL MarMac as Hackett and Meany check out. Griffin Hammersland also back into the game for the Warriors as well. As checking out for them was Isaac Lone. So Mason Lone has it on top to Zittergreen. As the Warriors suddenly need a basket. Zittergreen drives in, lowers the shoulder, gets a step by Corlett, long on the shot, but Rignitz follows up the rebound in midair, goes up to get it, kisses it off the glass, and that stops that run. It's 28-19, Warriors back within 9.
Well, with Meany not in the game, that's hard to defend.
Lightfoot, right side, Bacon open, right side for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound by, again, Hansen, who flips it up from the right side. He's been aggressive around the basket. Bulldogs back up by double digits.
Yeah, he's done a nice job on the offensive glass, getting those putbacks and the finish.
Rignitz, right side to Zittergreen, who stumbles into the lane and tried to save it back over to Lone. Lone saves it in front of the MFL MarMac bench. Back to Owen Hammersland. Rignitz has the shot, blocked by Corlett. And the rebound there, it is picked up by Griffin Hammersland in the corner, and he's fouled by Lightfoot. The Warriors will get the ball back. Only the first foul in MFL MarMac here in this second quarter.
Yeah, and I'll say this about the Warriors. They continue to attack. They've got shot blocker Meany's out of the game. Corlett does a nice job of blocking shots here and there as well, but they continue to attack that basket.
Zittergreen checks out along with Mason Lone. Isaac Lone back in along with Hertrump. Left side to Griffin Hammersland. Bulldogs lead 30-19. Griffin Hammersland on top to Owen. Owen stopped on the right side. Left side now as the Bulldogs are back to man-to-man. Hertrump, hesitant dribble, feeds it to Isaac Alone, who drives in, covered, and then traveled with the basketball. Yeah, he stopped, but that pivot foot went sliding on him, and the Bulldogs, pretty good defense there.
Yeah, nice defense and looking for those holes, those gaps in the defense. And Isaac Alone just couldn't hold on to that pivot foot.
And it will be Lightfoot back into the offensive end as we approach the 2-minute mark in our first half. Bacon back over to Keel. Keel's got a lane to the basket, leans in, lays it over the front of the rim, and it rolls around and slides down. He ends up on the floor. Well worth it, though. Bulldogs up by 13. Owen Hammersland absolutely wide open. Left side for three. Got it. And a quick answer there as he cannot be left that wide open. That's almost money.
Yeah, MFL didn't get back on defense at all.
Keel drives in again. 1-foot runner off the back of the rim. Rolls around and goes through. Keel attacking the basket. Back-to-back trips. Bulldogs up by a dozen. And again, here's Isaac Alone looking backdoor to, again, Hertrump, who gets a step by Corlett. Lays it up from the left side, uses the right hand. Good recognition there by the Warriors. Good flow going right now. Lightfoot left side to Hansen. Hansen drives in again, loses the basketball, picked up by Bacon. He pulls up from inside the free throw line, little 1-foot runner. It is no good. Hertrump gets the rebound off the right side for the Warriors.
Yeah, good flow here by both sides and not a lot of defense right now.
Backside, Griffin Hammersland cuts through but misses the layup there off the right side. Got too far underneath. Loose ball picked up by the Bulldogs. Here's Keel. Crossover dribble, takes a tough shot, leaning to the right. Used the left hand along the baseline, left it short. And the rebound pulled down by Griffin Hammersland. Hertrump with a minute to go. On top goes to Isaac Alone. Wide open left side for three. Got it. So this is a little up-tempo right now, but the Warriors down by 7.
Yeah, I think they're okay with the flow. They just want to get this a little bit closer, and they want to keep the Bulldogs from getting this last basket.
We've got some subs waiting to check in, but we're down to 40 seconds. We haven't had a stoppage of play for a while. Parker Keel traveled with the basketball. We've got a stoppage of play now. He caught her on the right side, moved the feet before moving the ball. Hackett, Meany in. Checking out is Corlett along with Bacon. Meanwhile, Hertrump checks out for Central, and Mason Lone comes into the game. Also number 44, Julian Singleton, a 5'11 sophomore, makes his first appearance, and checking out for them is going to be Rignitz. So left side to Isaac Lone, and there's about a 4 or 5 second differential of the shot clock. Bulldogs back to the 1-3-1. Singleton at the elbow. Isaac Alone, left side to Owen Hammersland. Pulls up from inside the elbow. Uses that right hand. He's left-handed. Missed the shot. Singleton crashes into Hackett trying to get the rebound. That'll be the second whistle against the Warriors. 22 seconds left here in our first half.
Yeah, and the Warriors might put a little bit of pressure here just to make MFL MarMac bring it full court. Not able to get that easy ball up the court.
So let's see if the Bulldogs decide to work for one. And they're a team, though, that I think if they get the open shot, they're probably going to take it. Lightfoot across the timeline offensively and brings it middle of the lane, kicks it left side, and why not? Meany wide open, who lays it off the glass. Lightfoot got in the lane. Nice dish. 9-point lead. In the offensive end, it is again Mason Lone misses the 15-footer. Keel the rebound, takes the shot from the other side of half court. It is short. And the opening half comes to an end. MFL MarMac's led throughout, and it's only 9 here at the half. They lead 36-27. When we return, coaching interviews from the girls' game. Your halftime show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports. Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season. At the half, it is the MFL MarMac boys leading 36-27. Earlier tonight, the MFL MarMac girls victorious 57-29. We're joined by their girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen. Coach, first off tonight, let's give props. Let's start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been preaching all season long, and with on the defensive end, and we have some girls that can guard some people. We're not the biggest team, but we're quick and we're fast and we're scrappy, and we're able to get after them tonight, and we played pretty good basketball.
All right, offensively, everybody contributing. That's kind of been the norm. But Emma Driscoll tonight, her turn, 16 points.
Yeah, she came out and was shot the ball well and got to the hoop and got to the line, made some free throws, and I'm really proud of her. She's been working hard, and it's that's kind of what we try and do. Just get everybody involved, and we're just tough team when we do that.
Yeah, 8 girls scored for you tonight. Ava Kishman second in scoring, and she had a real good game in the lane area. She had 10.
Yeah, we thought we had maybe a little advantage inside, and if Ava's physicality, and wanted to get her going, and there's a couple of times she kind of settled, and I kind of got after her, and when she got to the hoop and made some buckets, and that's what we needed.
It was play everybody night for you. You had to. You only had 8 girls tonight, but Samantha Ruff, Cora Keener, and Evelyn Fritz each scored 6 off the bench, 18 points off the bench.
Yeah, I mean that I'm really happy with that. And, we had a couple girls sick. We had kind of had that go through the team, and Autumn Shaw was kind of sick yet tonight, so it just had some girls get some quality playing time and contribute, and that's what it's all about.
All right, you move a step closer. You're in first place in the Upper Iowa Conference. What's coming up for you guys?
Yeah, we got Postville on Friday, and we got West Central next Tuesday, and then we finish up the season with up in Lansing against Key next Friday.
All right, hold serve. We look forward to catching up with you guys.
All right, thank you.
MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen and his Bulldog team victorious earlier tonight, 57-29. A quick break. We'll be joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley here at the half with the Bulldog boys leading 36-27.
Are you wanting to eat better, feel better, get your weight or other numbers under control, and need someone to hold you accountable? This is Brandy Strube, registered dietitian with Veterans Memorial Hospital. I welcome consultations with patients of all ages and look forward to helping you meet your nutritional goals. Please call the hospital to set up an appointment or ask your doctor for a referral at your next visit.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
At the half, Bulldog boys lead by 9. Earlier tonight, the MFL MarMac girls defeated Central 57-29. We're joined by their head coach, Mark Wiley. Coach, first off, let's build on the positive. Much better second half, I think, for your team.
Yeah, we did do a better job defensively. I felt like we mixed in some other things, and that's on me to do a better job in the first half of mixing those things in. So, credit to our kids. I thought we did a better job of defending. They were just eating us alive on their screen and roll action there in the first half.
All right, obviously that was the difference. A tough first half. You get down in the ball game. Turnovers were the issue in the first half.
Yeah, and I felt like, Dan, we did a good job of starting. I felt like that we actually started pretty well, but then later in the first quarter and the second quarter, we didn't take care of the basketball like we should, and we got in foul trouble. Katie Royer, 2 fouls really hurts us. It really exposes our lack of depth. Our younger kids, are not used to that pressure, and, we got to get to that point where everybody's comfortable on the floor, and we definitely weren't, and that's a credit to MFL MarMac's defense.
All right, the better thing is you shot a little better from the three-point line in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, we have been working on that, Dan. I felt like we were driving and kicking even early in the game. I thought we did a good job of that. It's just that we just have to take care of the basketball so we can shoot those shots. So, again, our screen and roll action, we really struggled with taking care of the basketball off the screen and roll action. So, again, we aren't giving up on that, but we need to do a better job of it as a team.
Royer and Scharf led you offensively with 7 points in this ball game tonight. Erickson and Armstrong chipped in with 5 points. And again, that's how you guys are kind of built. Everybody's got to contribute.
Right, yeah, and we have to get more out of every kid.
Yeah.
You know, it can't be just one person producing. We got to get more out of everybody.
All right, what's coming up for you guys?
We play Key High on Friday, so our last home game. So we're looking forward to getting back on the court and playing our last regular season home game here this Friday.
All right, Coach, good luck to you. We look forward to catching up with you.
All right, thank you, Dan, for your coverage.
Central basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team, they dropped a 57-29 decision earlier tonight. Quick break. When we return, first half stats, second half action. Bulldog boys lead by 9 at the break.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, and by Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. MFL MarMac led 16-10 at the end of one. They lead by 9 here, 36-27. Couple of other scores. Key High leads Clayton Ridge at the end of one, 19-11. Maquoketa Valley leads Edco at the half, 20-11. Springville has defeated Starmont tonight by a final score of 76-34. Those are the boys' scores for you tonight. We turn things over to Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the first half stats, and let's start with MFL MarMac.
MFL MarMac led by a couple in double figures. Parker Keel with 10, Carter Lightfoot with 10. Right behind him, Eli Hansen with 9, 5 points for Landon Meany, and 2 points for Brock Hackett. That's their 36 points. They shot 48% in the first half, 3 of 10 behind the arc, 12 of 21 from the field otherwise, and 3 of 6 for 50% from the free throw line. Only 6 turnovers for the Bulldogs.
And for Central, not a bad first half. If they're going to play this game into the 50s, going to have to get some stops, but they're on that pace offensively.
Yeah, they are. Offensively, they're where they want to be. They shot 37%, 3 of 9 behind the arc, 8 of 21 inside of it, but their leading scorer was Owen Hammersland. He had 11 points. Balanced scoring otherwise, 5 points for Vaughn Zittergreen, 5 points for Isaac Lone, 2 points for Jake Hairtrump, 2 points for Mason Lone, 2 points for Carson Rignitz, so 27 points, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, so also 50% there, and only 7 turnovers for the Warriors.
And really, they gave up an 8-0 run in the midst of the second quarter, which turned it from a 3-point lead to an 11-point MFL MarMac lead. So in that regard, you've stopped the runs that MFL MarMac is so patented for. But this second half here, for MFL MarMac, I think you expect them to turn things up defensively.
Yeah, I think they're going to turn up the defense. They're going to try to get one of those runs put together, get some turnovers that lead to fast breaks, try to put this maybe into double figures, and try to hold on to that and force Central out of their comfort zone. I think if you're the Warriors, what you've been doing defensively for the most part has been great. I think you have to find a way to attack the basket without going right at Landon Meany, because you haven't had an answer for him thus far. He's probably got 5-6 blocks already.
Meany's been a force in that half-court defense as they've tried to, again, tack down low. So it is Meany, Lightfoot, Keel, Hansen, and Hackett out there for MFL MarMac. For Central, it'll be Owen Hammersland. Also out there will be Hairtrump. They will have Zintergreen, Isaac Lone, and Mason Lone to start the second half. 36-27 is the score. The Warriors with possession. And they come out here, and they are going to stay in a 1-3-1 zone. Left side, Isaac Lone. Lone with it, left wing now to Hairtrump. Hairtrump back out on top to Lone. In the lane, try to go to Zintergreen, intercepted by Keel. Keel races down the court, drives in, layup no good. Meany the rebound, wraps to the right side. He leaves it short. Rebound deflected out of there and picked up by Mason Lone. Meany did a great job keeping possession alive, but they come up empty. So the second half just underway, and both teams as settle in here. Underneath, backdoor cut, wide open. Owen Hammersland against that 1-3-1. Nobody rolled over from the baseline. Warriors strike first here in the third.
Well, Coach Dramer called for him. Where he at? And there he goes, right to the basket.
Hackett, about a 22-footer, blocked by Hairtrump, who extended that long arm and blocked his shot. Right side, here's Owen Hammersland, right corner for 3. Got it! And just like that, a minute into our third quarter, and the Warriors back within 4. Back offensively, Keel in the lane to Meany. Meany spins, lays it up over the front of the rim. It is good. Sealed his defender by him, and the Bulldogs answer.
You get a senior like Landon Meany. That's tough to defend in there. Nice move. Great finish.
And right side, Hertrumpf in the offensive end, right wing to Lone, in the lane to Hammersland. Kicks it in the corner to now Hertrumpf goes on top to Lone. That's Isaac Lone, top of the key for three. Shot no good. Meany gets the rebound for the Bulldogs. Here ahead of the pack is Keel. He drives in, up and in, as Hertrumpf got back defensively, but Keel able to move towards the front of the basket. They've scored back-to-back baskets. It's an 8-point lead.
Yeah, good body control by Keel there, able to get around that defense.
At the high post area, Central tried to go to Zittergreen at the elbow. Meany reached in, knocked the ball away, but he's called for the foul because he had the arm behind Zittergreen, the left arm behind him, kind of making some contact. So inbounds, Isaac Lone on top to Owen Hammersland, back in the corner to Isaac Lone. And again, defensively, right side, the Bulldogs continue in that zone defense. Here's Isaac Lone in the lane, Mason Lone to Zittergreen. Left side, Owen Hammersland open, left corner for three. It's off the back of the rim. Hertrumpf sealed by Hackett, who beats him to the loose basketball and grabs the board off the right. Right side, Hansen in the offensive end. Drives in, pulls up, 17-footer, nails it. Didn't settle for the three. Took a step inside the line, and just like that, the Bulldogs lead by 10.
And there's another guy in double figures, Eli Hansen, now sitting at 11 in this young ball game.
Left side, they try to go to Zittergreen. It's knocked away, loses the ball, but I believe they're going to talk, and it goes back to MFL MarMac. On the dig down, the Bulldogs force the turnover.
Yeah, just got a hand on that and trickled off a Warrior, so they're going to give this back to the Bulldogs. Nice run by the Warriors coming out there, but kind of falling flat here. MFL MarMac answering.
We mentioned the Bulldogs had an 8-0 run in the first half. This is a 6-0 run right now to go back up by double digits. So with it is Keel on the handoff, drives in the lane, floats it over Hertrumpf. It is short, but there's Meany in midair. Gets the rebound off the glass. He's been so effective around the board. It's a 12-point lead for MFL MarMac.
Inside 6 foot, either side of the court tonight. He has been well documented.
Hertrumpf drives baseline, shot blocked by Meany again, and the rebound pulled down there by Meany. So the Bulldogs again dominating down low. Lightfoot, top of the key in the offensive end. Feeds it back to Hansen. Hansen back over to Hackett. Top of the key, open, right side for three. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Hertrumpf gets the rebound off the right. Warriors down by 10, stuck on 32 for the last 2 minutes. Zittergreen knocked away from behind by Meany, but he picks it up in the corner. Hertrumpf, deep left corner for three. That's off the back of the rim. Hackett seals and gets the rebound off the right side. Ahead of the pack is Meany. Meany crossover dribble, drives in, lays it over the front of the rim, kissed it off the glass. And it's a 14-point lead in a 10-0 run by MFL MarMac, and here's a timeout by Central. 4:44 left in the third. Bulldogs regain control. Let's take this break. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Did you know light bulbs can reach 300 degrees Fahrenheit and are an often overlooked fire hazard? Overloaded outlets or faulty wires can also cause fires. Never run appliance or extension cords under rugs or furniture, as the cords can overheat and cause a fire. At Alameda Clayton Electric, they care about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
So MFL MarMac in the first half, one of those 8-0 runs, this one 10-0, and MFL MarMac sees Central take a timeout. Suddenly down by 14, the Warriors are.
Yeah, Warriors did a nice job coming out hot and start that second half, but Bulldogs answer here, and they're definitely in control right now. Warriors got to work for a basket.
And the Bulldogs out of the 1-3-1, now back to man-to-man. Mason Lone to Isaac Lone, just off the left side, now on top to Hertrumpf. Hertrumpf drives in, kicks it baseline to Isaac Lone. A wraparound pass intercepted by Lightfoot. He got caught with nowhere to go. Lightfoot leads the break, drives in, and he's called for a foul. He is not. A guy who was riding him from behind, I believe Griffin Hammersland, as Lightfoot was going to take it to the basket. And he was nudged from behind as he brought it down towards the free throw line.
Yeah, I think that foul's going to go on Mason Lone.
All right.
He said that was on number 5, his first. Isaac Lone's going to check out. Owen Hammersland back into the ballgame.
And you knew he wouldn't be out long. Right side, Lightfoot takes it out of bounds for MFL MarMac in the corner to Keel. Right side, baseline 15-footer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mason Lone. He left it short. Rignitz just checked in during that break to Owen Hammersland. Back out on top to Mason Lone in the offensive end. So Lone, left side on top to Griffin Hammersland. We approach the halfway point of our third quarter. Lone driving baseline, Mason that is. Back over to Griffin Hammersland. He drives in, nice feed to Rignitz. His shot strong as he tried to take a tough angle to bank it off the glass, and the shot ends up rolling out on him. Lightfoot back into the offensive end, and right side to Hackett. Hackett at the free throw line, back over Lightfoot. Open, left side for three, got it again! It's now a 17-point lead for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, they just keep extending this and keep getting those stops and getting baskets.
13-0 run in the last 4 minutes. Mason Lone traveled with the basketball. Drove left side, cut off by Keel, and the turnover forced by the Bulldogs defensively.
A couple subs going to come in here for the Bulldogs.
It will be Wes Corlett back into the game, along with number 20. That will be Jaron Willie, a 6'2 senior, making his first appearance. Meany checks out, along with Hackett for MFL MarMac, and the Bulldogs now in control with a 17-point lead. As Lightfoot brings it into the offensive end, Warriors have played man-to-man throughout here, and Lightfoot drives in, kicks it left side to Hansen. Hansen, middle of the lane, wraparound pass to Corlett, baseline shot, leaves it well short. Did that ball slip out of there?
I think they got tipped by Owen Hammersland.
And the loose ball goes into the hands of MFL MarMac. Lightfoot drives in, uses the right hand from the left side, drove baseline, got a step by his defender. It's a 19-point lead and a 15-0 run.
Yeah, the Warriors just haven't had an answer, hadn't taken care of the ball.
You wonder if another timeout might be coming. Zittergreen drives left side, spins, takes a tough contested shot, banks in and out, no good. Rignitz had the rebound knocked away by Lightfoot underneath. It stays down here with Central. Trump checks out, Burns back into the game for the Warriors.
Yeah, hopefully Central's got a good out-of-bounds play here. Maybe they can get a basket on this play.
They scored 1 minute into this third quarter at 32 points. They scored 4 points in the first minute. They have not scored in the last 4 minutes since. So here is Owen Hammersland at the elbow, takes a contested 15-footer, 13-foot distance. It is well short. Lightfoot the rebound, ahead to Corlett. Corlett back over right side to Lightfoot. Lightfoot drives in, lane to the basket, swoops in and lays it off the glass on the right side. It is a 17-0 run, and here comes another timeout. 53-32, Bulldogs pulling away. Let's take this break.
The Brim Coffee House in Elkader is a proud sponsor of Central Elkader Sports. The Brim offers specialty coffees, a variety of baked goods and pastries, soups, salads, and sandwiches. Don't forget, we have the Brim apparel in store. Check out our Facebook page to see our weekly specials of soups and salads. The Brim Coffee House is located in downtown historic Elkader at 110 West Bridge Street, and watch for our new location in downtown McGregor.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Well, the Bulldogs, certainly their best stretch of basketball in this ball game, and it's been on both ends of the court.
It has. It's been forcing bad shots, forcing the Warriors into situations that they don't feel comfortable in. And then offensively, run-outs, putbacks, offensive rebounds. It's been complete package here this first part of the third quarter.
So 2:40 to go in our third quarter. It was 36-32 after the Warriors scored the first 5 points of the third quarter, but MFL MarMac has dominated since. Isaac Alone, right side, backdoor cut, intercepted by Keel. That's what I'm talking about defensively. Gets it over to Hansen. Hansen drives in, left-handed layup up and in. Keel led in perfectly. 55-32, a 19-0 run. This is becoming a clinic.
It is, and the Warriors haven't had an answer. They need to find a basket somewhere.
Zittergreen spins left sideline area, cut off, needs some help. Feeds it right side to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland spins, shot blocked by Corlett. Another block. Keel the rebound ahead to Willie. Willie leads the pack. He drives in and scores the right-handed layup. Are you kidding me? 57-32, 21-0 run.
Yeah, the Warriors have not had an answer. As you said, the first 5 points since then, nothing.
And with it right side, it is Zittergreen. Zittergreen at the free throw line, cut off. Feeds it back to Owen Hammersland. The Warriors have been out of sorts offensively. Backdoor intercepted by Lightfoot. It's another steal. Here's Hansen ahead of the pack, but Isaac alone gets back defensively and knocks it away. So the Bulldogs continue great defense, which is leading to easy offense.
Runouts and easy buckets, and the Warriors not getting back on defense, so it's just compounding their troubles in the offense.
All right, some scores. Keyhigh leads Clayton Ridge 42-24 at the end of the half. Here right side is Hackett open for three. Shot no good. Rebound on the floor. It is Corlett tied up with Mason Lone. We got a foul. We got a jump ball. What are you going to call? We got a foul on Corlett with 1:32 to go. Halftime, Keyhigh leads Clayton Ridge 42-24. At the end of one, North Fayette Valley leads South Wind 16-12. Maquoketa Valley lead in Edco at the half 20-11. Postville leads West Central at the half 29-18. Springville defeated the Starmont boys tonight 76-34. 90 seconds left in our third quarter, and Central continues to be turnover plagued as Griffin Hammersland went right side on the wing to Owen Hammersland. He cut towards the basket, and it sails out of bounds into the 5 MFL MarMac students still on their feet.
Still on their feet in their green camo down there, and that's the 7th turnover this quarter. That doubles their turnovers for the game.
So it is a 6-minute scoring drought for Central. On top, Lightfoot. Right side, Willie. Left side to Hackett. Baseline to Corlett. Middle of the lane, Meany. Wide open. Facing the basket. Misses the shot. Tips out the rebound, though. It hit off the back of the heel of the rim. And the rebound by Central. They went zone that time. The Warriors did. Singleton just into the ball game. Drives. Shot over Meany. It's altered by Meany. Shot no good. Meany able to tip away the rebound for the Bulldogs. And ahead of the pack, Hackett led. Flips it up. Led too far as it hit the side of the backboard. Hackett tried to make something out of nothing there. And the Warriors bring it back offensively. 40 seconds left here in our third quarter, dominated as it turns out by MFL MarMac. Mason Lone, left side, intercepted by Willie. Another steal. Willie to Lightfoot. His layup uses the right hand from the left side. 59-32, 23-0 run.
Yeah, this just haven't had an answer, and their offense is starting so far away from the basket.
Mason Lone backs his way into Singleton at the elbow. Right side, Hertrump open for three. No good. The drought continues. MFL MarMac will get the final shot here. Could at least with 10 seconds to go. But Lightfoot wide open. Right side for three. Popped in and out. No good. About the only thing they've done wrong there is they didn't get the bounce. And Mason Lone gets it over right side. Hertrump half-court shot on its way. Hits off the back of the rim. And the third quarter comes to an end. Bulldogs blitz to end the third. 23-0 run. They lead by 27 at 59-32 as we go to the fourth.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Car Auto Group online at karautogroup.com, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. This is KCTN Sports. MFL MarMac outscores Central 23-5 in the third quarter. They lead 59-32. The Bulldogs with possession to start the fourth quarter. Lightfoot, Keel, Meany, also out there Hansen and Hackett. Starting five out there. Central in a 2-3 zone. Hackett left side brings it back out on top to Lightfoot. For Central, Griffin Hammersland, Mason Lone, the two freshmen play the top of that 2-3 zone. Zittergreen, Hertrump, Singleton, and also out there as well. I believe that's five actually. Nope. Keel right side for three. Got it from the right wing. 30-point lead for MFL MarMac. We're going to keep this up here. It's like a telethon. It's a 26-0 run.
Yeah, they're just continuing to extend, and still doing it on the defensive end.
And left side, Zittergreen with the basketball as Central has not scored for about an 8-minute stretch. Mason Lone drives underneath. Wraparound pass to Griffin Hammersland. Hammersland back over right wing to Hertrump. That ball knocked away. It's picked up by Keel. Here's another fast break. Keel drives in, has it knocked away, but he tracks it down on the right sideline. Back over to Hackett. And Hackett brings it on top to Hansen. Hansen traveled with the basketball, got it at the top of the key, left side, moved the feet before moving the ball. Good hustle by the Warriors, getting back defensively to thwart that fast break opportunity.
And that last quarter, MFL MarMac 11 for 22. So they had a great shooting in there. Didn't shoot a free throw, didn't have to. The Warriors were 2 of 13. They also didn't shoot a free throw, but they're up to 16 turnovers now.
And again, it's led to an MFL MarMac 30-point lead inside 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Zittergreen loses the handle on it, but slides on the floor, seams it over to Singleton. Right side, Mason Lone with the basketball, top of the key. Right wing, and the ball to Griffin Hammersland, who drives into Singleton, facing the basket, banks it up and in, facing the basket. So that's the Warriors' first basket in over 8 minutes, and that stops the run, 26-0 run by MFL MarMac.
That's a long drought for the Warriors.
Hansen to Meany, left side, Hackett open, left corner for three. It's off the back of the rim, kick to the left, as he missed it on the right side of the rim, rather. Hackett's three-point shot, you just get the feeling it's going to come on here at some point. And right side, here's Mason Lone, gets to the basket. A rare beating of the MFL MarMac Bulldogs down the court.
Yeah, no help defense that time by the Bulldogs. Easy bucket for Mason.
We've got subs, 5 of them, waiting at the scores table. Meany has the pass knocked away as Keel entered it into the lane, knocked away by Singleton. So Corlett, Bacon, and Willie all check in. Hackett checks out. Also checking out will be Hansen and Meany. Mason Lone checks out along with Singleton for the Warriors as Isaac Lone comes back in along with Burns. 2 minutes just about into our fourth quarter. Lightfoot, right side to Keel. He'll take that three. Step behind the arc. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down there by Isaac Lone in the middle of the lane. And across the timeline, right side to Griffin Hammersland. In the corner to Rignitz. Warriors finally finding some footing here in the fourth, but down big. Isaac Lone drives in, feeds it back to Griffin Hammersland. In the lane, Radnick's not expecting the pass as he rolled to the basket. Goes off his back, out of bounds, and back to the Bulldogs. Owen Hammersland back in. Younger Griffin Hammersland checks out.
And the Warriors, similar to the girls' team, they run that screen and roll, and the passes are, close to where they need to be, but just a little off target or a little late. Once they figure that out, they'll be pretty tough.
End of the third quarter, Maquoketa Valley leads Edco 32-19. We're the early show tonight. We didn't have a quad. Right side, it is Keel back over left wing to Lightfoot. Lightfoot, left corner, back out on top to Bacon. Bacon in the lane to Corlett. Corlett, nice feed down low to Willie, but quickly closed down by Zittergreen. He was there, but Zittergreen, nice job rolling over, knocked it away. And the Warriors here will make a substitution. Rignitz checks out. Hertrumpf into the ball game. Bulldogs will take it off the right side of the basket.
Yeah, Bulldogs cooled down a little bit here in this quarter. They were pretty real hot there in the third.
Scorch the nets. Bacon on top to Keel, back right corner. Lightfoot open, right corner for three. Got another one. 65-36 in that nice extra pass there by MFL MarMac.
Yeah, and they've been doing that all night long. Parker Keel could have taken the three. Extra pass there to Carter Lightfoot. He had plenty of time to knock it down.
5 minutes left in our fourth quarter. Only thing left to decide the final score. Zittergreen drives in, lowers the shoulder, spins, leaves it short, though, from the left side. And Keel, good defense to stay away. Keel back right side to Corlett, catches it in the right block, takes a step back, banks it long. Keel gets the rebound, fading away, shovels it up with the left hand, just outside the lane. It's up and in. 31-point lead for MFL MarMac, their biggest lead of the night right now.
And if you're the Warriors, you don't want this to get to 35. I mean, you played so good in that first half. That third quarter really buried you.
It was a 4-point game a minute into our third quarter. Hertrumpf, right side in the offensive end. Trying to back his way down, takes a tough shot as he leaned right side, but hits it. Boy, took that over the shoulder, his right shoulder there as he kind of worked left. And now a timeout, substitution timeout there as Bacon has a loose shoestring. That'll allow some subs to come in, a little deeper into the bench. Both teams will go. Zittergreen checks out. Number 12 in, Caden Fetty, a 5'11 junior. Keel and Lightfoot check out. Number 2 into the game, Karsten Pester, a 6'3 junior. Also in there is number 13, Austin Trappy, a 5'10 senior. Bacon loses the basketball, picked up by Fetty. I think MFL MarMac's 4 starters are likely done for this game.
I think so. I think they've got subs out there. They'll be able to finish this out.
Let's say 5 because Hansen already put his warm-up on. Here's Owen Hammersland, drives right side, lays it up and in. Subs will finish off the final 4 minutes. And MFL MarMac will continue to chase North Fayette Valley in the conference. Right side, intercepted by Owen Hammersland. Hammersland has a fast break opportunity, goes to the right side, lays it up and in. So the Warriors now with some subs in for MFL MarMac, getting some run-out baskets back within 25. And again, the only thing left to decide the final score. Corlett in the corner to Willie. Willie, deep right corner, brings it on top to Bacon. This group for Central continues the 2-3 zone. Pester right side for 3, got it, a step behind the arc from the right side. Pester's hit 3 of 12 of them on the season. Hits his 4th of the year. 70 points on the board for the Bulldogs. It's what they average.
A junior, nice shot there.
Isaac Lone, right side to Hertrumpf. Bulldogs man-to-man now here. Hertrumpf on the right block, cut off on top to Isaac Lone, who drives in, has the ball knocked away by Corlett. Picked up by Corlett, but he can't control it. It's deflected out of there and picked up in the hands of Burns. Right side back to Hertrumpf. Offensive fouls. He clears off to the right side, extended that arm, trying to spin off the right side of the basket, and it goes back to the Bulldogs on a turnover against the Warriors.
And I think Jake Hertrumpf knew what he wanted to do, but that arm bar came out as he made that move and extended it, and he's going to get that call every time.
MFL MarMac going a little deeper into their bench now. Everybody getting to play tonight. And we'll see if Central follows suit. Willie, deep right corner in the offensive end, and back out on top to Bacon. Bacon, right side to Willie. In the corner, Pester. Deep right corner, open, right side for 3. Hit the side of the backboard. Heat check, I guess.
Yeah,
as the rebound pulled down by Fetty. 28-point lead for MFL MarMac. Owen Hammersland, left side for 3. Got another one. Owen Hammersland filling up the stat sheets here late. 25-point lead for MFL MarMac. And with it on top, it is, again, Pester trying to go in the lane, intercepted by Owen Hammersland. Hammersland has the ball knocked away from behind by Trappy. Picked up by Bacon. Bacon to Corlett, pulls up 8-footer from the right side, circled in and out, no good. Hertrumpf gets the rebound, back to Owen Hammersland. He's ahead of the pack, and he lays up the right layup there from the right side. Hammersland has scored how many of the last points here yet?
He's had about 7-8 points right in a row here, just knocking down shots and adding to that stat list.
MFL MarMac took a timeout, and they are going to take this break, so we'll take it with them. 2:10 to go. Bulldogs on their way, 70-47.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
2:10 to go. Rest of the subs in the ball game. Also in there is number 11 for MFL MarMac, Kenneth Corlett, 6'2 junior. Also in there is number 3, Kyler Nearing, a 6-foot junior. As Griffin Hammersland knocks the ball away on the right side. Central still has, as far as bench players in there, they still have 1 sub left on their bench. Meanwhile, into the game is number 15 for them, Henry Reimer, a 5'11 junior. So inside 2 minutes to go. See if these subs can get some scoring action. Bryce Jones also into the game for MFL MarMac. He is a 5'11 sophomore in the lane. They try to work it down low to Nearing, deflected out of there by Rignitz. So back across the timeline is Reimer. Reimer quickly in the offensive end. Back over to Rignitz. Griffin Hammersland, left side in the lane to Singleton. Fadeaway shot, cupped off the back of the rim. Rignitz the rebound, put back, blocked. That time by Kinnick Corlett. And the rebound by MFL MarMac inside 90 seconds left in the fourth. Left side in the offensive end. That is Jones in trouble, just throws it up, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it hit a sub for Central at the scorer's table in Maxwell Shantz, the 5'7 junior, and the Warriors will clear their bench now. With 1:24 to go, subs finish out this ball game. That was 36-32 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, we had a ball game there to start the third quarter, and it just got away from the Warriors.
And back offensively, Reimer back over to Fetty. Let's see if we can get some subs in the scoring column. Shantz has the ball go in and out of his hands, but it's picked up by Reimer. Back over to Fetty. Fetty drives in, and as he drives in, a reach-in foul and by MFL MarMac. That's only the first foul by MFL MarMac. Heaven forbid, let's not commit a bunch of fouls here with 1:05 to go.
I tell you what, this game was well played foul-wise by both teams. They
Our
played
girls'
clean.
game tonight, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Inbounds to Singleton. Singleton right side to Reimer. Reimer, right elbow area, may have got away with the double dribble. Singleton has it right side, spins, and goes nowhere. And feeds it over to Rignitz, back out on top with Fetty. Fetty stops the dribble inside the top of the key. Low pass to Reimer, picked up there by Jones. Bulldogs with a turnover. Jones drives in. He loses the basketball. Pester picks it up, and he tried to bank it in from 5 feet away, but he's fouled. That's the reason why the shot ended up errant off the right, and Pester has a chance to add on to his scoring total. Hit a 3 earlier, chance to get 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, nice pick up there, and tried to bank it middle of the lane. Came off a little strong, but he was fouled.
Free throw by Pester. It is good. MFL MarMac leading 71-47. And dominant third quarter put them up by 27. The lead extended to as much as 31. Second free throw by Pester, circled every part of the rim, then rolls out on the right. Didn't get the hometown bounce. And Singleton, the rebound for the Warriors. As we approach 30 seconds left in our fourth, we'll have coaching interviews coming up here after the ball game, and of course our game stats coming up. Reimer, top of the key, left side, pump fakes, takes the shot over Pester off the front of the rim. Nice little pump fake by Reimer, left it short. Nearing, back over to Kenneth Corlett. Top of the key, launching a deep three on top is Trappe, but it's off the back of the rim from 22 feet away. Corlett saves it over to Jones. Oh, they say that Corlett stepped out of bounds in front of the MFL MarMac bench with 14 seconds to go. Denied the hustle.
Good hustle there, but didn't get to it quite quick enough.
So 14 seconds to go. Let's see if we can get one more player in the scoring column tonight. And it will be Fetty into the offensive end, fakes the handoff, left side, throws the ball out of bounds. Strignitz went one way, ball went the other. 4.7 seconds to go, and MFL MarMac will try to go the length of the court and see if they can get a last-ditch shot off here. Bulldogs are going to stay with one conference loss. And it will be Trappe taking it out of bounds. 4.7 seconds to go. Inbounds to Jones. Jones brings it to half court, loses the handle on it, now regroups, launches it from the top of the key, banks it off the front of the rim, and the game comes to an end. A dominant third quarter by MFL MarMac turned this game into a rout. And the Bulldogs keep pace with North Fayette Valley. They pull away from Central by a final score of 71-47. With the win, MFL MarMac 14-3, 11-1 in the conference. Central drops to 7-11, 5-8 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews. Your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better when you're under our roof because our agents can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader today.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
In our final score, it is MFL MarMac 71, Central 47. Let's update you on scores. Keyhigh leads Clayton Ridge at the half, 42-24. North Fayette Valley leads South Wind at the half, 31-22. Postville leads West Central at the half, 29-18. Maquoketa Valley leading Edco at the end of 3, 46-28. Earlier tonight, Springville beat Starmont 76-34. Our postgame show begins. We're joined by MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach, first off here, up the performance in the third quarter on both ends of the court. What a run.
Yeah, I thought we came in out of the locker room. They hit some early threes. I think they cut it to 6 points there.
36-32. It was 4.
Yeah, 4 points there. And then we kind of cracked down defensively, I thought, and we were able to get out and hit some shots. And that's the way we need to play for 4 quarters, not just 1 quarter.
Yeah, so that 23-0 run to close the third quarter. Balanced scoring tonight. Carter Lightfoot, though, had an outstanding game for you. Let's start there with 22 points.
He really shot the ball really, really well tonight and ran the offense pretty good. And he was able to get to the rim, and that's a big plus for him. Plus, he was hitting his perimeter shot. So,
all right, Parker Keel, 17 points, and that's about what you expect from him.
Yep, and basically he's a double-figure scorer for us pretty much every game, and and I think how many kids did we have in double figures tonight?
He actually ended up with 4 in double figures.
That's when we're at our best offensively. When we're moving the basketball, we get more than 2 kids in double figures.
And Eli Hansen, another game where he stepped up for you and had 13 points.
And that's really nice to see him to start to feel a little bit more comfortable offensively, because he looks good in practice. He makes shots in practice. Now we just need to get it over into a game, and he's been much more comfortable the past few games for us.
Landon Meany had 11 points, but what he did for you defensively tonight.
Yeah. I told him I wanted him contesting everything in the lane tonight. I didn't want him slapping at it, but I want him contesting everything in the lane tonight. And he did a real good job of that. I don't know how many blocks he had, but might have been right around 10 or so.
Oh, it was close. 7 or 8 at least.
Yeah, he had quite a few blocks, and we were able to get our transition game going because he was able to, play that well defensively.
Also, your team shooting better tonight.
Yes, that's huge. We got to start shooting the basketball better if we want to beat some of these better teams down the road, and we shot a little bit better tonight, and hopefully we can continue to build on that.
All right, you're a game back of North Fayette Valley. They're up by 9 against Southwind. What's coming up for you guys now?
Well, we got Postville on Friday. We got West Central on Tuesday, and then we go to Keyhigh the following Friday. And then the following Monday we have Cresco here, and then Tuesday we go to North Fayette Valley.
Yeah, all right. Hold serve. We'll talk to you before that game against North Fayette Valley.
Sounds good.
Got a feeling it might be big.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn and his Bulldog team victorious 71-47. Quick break. We'll be joined by Coach Aaron Hyman. We'll go through the game stats. We'll talk with Central coach Brady Stramer when our post-game show continues after this. Another score. Postville leads West Central at the end of 3, 51-25. Back with more after this.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
For a rarity, we're the early show tonight. It is MFL MarMac victorious over Central 71-47 as the Bulldogs continue in the conference at 11-1. And again, 14-3 overall. Central now 7-11, 5-8 in the conference. There was a 4-point game early in the third quarter. Bulldogs on a blitz close the quarter on a 23-0 run in control. They make the ball game a big advantage for themselves. And let's go to the totals for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we'll start with the Bulldogs. Their leading scorer tonight, Carter Lightfoot, 22 points for him, doubled up his average for a typical night. Parker Keel with 17 points, Eli Hansen with 13 points, Landon Meany with 11 points, but I think what he did defensively was huge for them. You've got 4 points for Karsten Pester, you've got 2 points for Jaron Willey, and 2 points for Brock Hackett. So 71 points for the Bulldogs tonight, right at their average. They shot 47% overall tonight, 7 of 23 inside, or from behind the arc, 30%, 23 of 41 otherwise, which is 56%, and only 4 of 8 from the free throw line, 50%. And up until that fourth quarter, sitting at 6 turnovers. They ended up with 13 after a kind of helter-skelter fourth. But I think they did a great job taking care of the ball.
Yeah, a good shooting game for MFL MarMac tonight, and especially after that tough loss against Waukon, to get that kind of a shooting game tonight, they really needed it because they feel that they are a team that when they put things together, we saw that stretch of ball offensively and defensively, they can be as good as anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And you heard Coach Detbarn talk about when we get 4 guys in double figures, that's when we're at our best distributing that scoring.
All right, now let's go to the totals for Central.
Central is led by Owen Hammerslin. He's been their leader all year long. He had 25 points tonight, only guy in double figures. Vaughn Zittergreen with 5, Isaac Lone with 5, 4 points for Jake Hairtrump, 4 points for Mason Lone, 2 points for Carson Rignitz, and 2 points for Julian Singleton. So that puts us at 47 points on the night. They shot 37%. It wasn't a terrible percentage there, but they were 5 of 16 behind the arc, 31%, 15 of 38 inside, 39%, and only 2 of 4 from the free throw line. That's 50%, and they had 21 turnovers. Bulk of those in the second half.
All right, so again, the final score is 71-47, MFL MarMac victorious after Central put up 32 points in the first 17 minutes of this ball game. They only scored, as it turns out, down the stretch, only scored 15 more points in the last 15 minutes of this basketball game. Another score to pass along. Key High leads Clayton Ridge at the end of 3. The score there is 64-44. Just to update you on boys' scores once again, it is 64-44. Key High leads Clayton Ridge. North Fayette Valley leads Southwind at the half, 31-22. Postville leads West Central at the end of 3, 51-25. And Maquoketa Valley leads Edco by a score of 46-28 at the end of the third quarter. We mentioned earlier Springville over Starmont. Final score there was 70-34. So our post-game show continues. We're joined now by Central boys basketball coach Brady Streamer. Coach, first off here, a run in the third quarter where things just got away.
Absolutely, Dan. It's kind of been a bad trend for us when things don't go right. We have one quarter that we kind of lay an egg for whatever reason. I believe we came out 5-0 run, and then they went 23 unanswered in the third quarter. Against good teams, you can't do that and expect to compete. So we were pleased with the first half. We kind of remained within single digits, which I thought was good. But kudos to MFL. When they score, they can score in bunches, and a lot of that was transition defense. So it's tough to watch that, not getting back on defense, but we got to learn from it and move forward.
All right, and that was really the stretch there. I mean, it's a good ball game except for that stretch.
Yep, it was one. I think they outscored us 18 points in that quarter alone. We lose by 24 or whatever it was, so that really is the difference. And like I said, it just seemed like we couldn't get back. They kept beating us down the court. Turnovers don't help. We had more turnovers that quarter than anyone else or any other quarter, so it just kind of compounded mistakes there.
All right, and as you mentioned, a solid first half, and especially scoring the first 5 points. It was 36-32, and I think you loved where you guys were at that point.
Absolutely. I told the guys at half, we're down 9 here. Let's win the first 2 minutes. They came out. They executed well. I know Owen hit a 3 that was kind of a momentum shift, but again, kudos to MFL. They shut the door from that point on.
All right, offensively, you're led by Owen Hammersland in this ball game with 25 points.
Yeah, he's been a consistent number one for us. He's always aggressive, never shies away from the moment. He hit some shots, which he's been doing, but I thought he got to the hoop more than usual, which is great to see.
All right, then again, it's who else can step up for you and contribute a tough night elsewhere?
Absolutely. We have a lot of guys we feel comfortable with, a lot of guys we think can score. It's a different guy each night, which isn't a bad thing. It's a balanced attack, but at the same point, I don't know what the second guy scoring ended up with, but we usually want to have at least 2 guys in double figures. I don't think we got there tonight.
Yeah, the next tie was 5 out of the scoring-wise. All right, what's coming up for you guys now here?
We got Key High coming Friday for us, and then next week we go to Waukon and we go to Southwind. So some tough matchups coming up, but we just got to keep improving and get ready for the postseason.
All right, keep on moving forward. We look forward to catching up with you guys.
Appreciate it, Dan.
Yes, Central basketball coach Brady Streamer talking things over there about his Warrior team as they drop that decision 71-47. We're going to keep it right here, continuing on our postgame show here tonight on KCTN. Again, our final score, it is MFL MarMac 71, Central 47 in boys basketball. Earlier tonight in our girls game, MFL MarMac girls played about 4 complete quarters. Pretty darn close. And they beat Central tonight 57-29. Other girls finals, Key High beat Clayton Ridge 54-22. Southwind over North Fayette Valley 37-33. Postville beat West Central 61-27. Maquoketa Valley pulling away from Edco late 61-48. Springville beat Starmont 87-13. Coach Hammond, let's get your thoughts on our girls game tonight.
I thought the Bulldogs came out and did what the leader of the conference should do. Take care of things on both ends. Played really good defense and able to score and look like a complete team for 4 quarters. They need to continue that. They were a little shorthanded, with some sickness going through, so they need to stay healthy and, just keep plugging away. And that defense is going to do them well in the postseason. I think if you're Warriors, this was a step back. I mean, they looked out of sorts at times, didn't shoot very well. They just they didn't look quite right, so they're going to have to regroup and get back on things and bounce back.
And again, MFL MarMac's a young team too, but they do have a couple of seniors, whereas Central is, I think you're going to see that with the young team. Some steps forward, then a step back, played a better second half in this ball game, and look to build off that. But again, their schedule gets tough. Meanwhile, our boys final, as we mentioned, Bulldogs win 71-47. Keyhigh leads Clayton Ridge at the end of 3, 64-44. North Fayette Valley leads South Winn at the half, 31-22. Postville leads West Central in the fourth, 51-25. Maquoketa Valley leading Edco in the fourth, 46-28. Springville beat Starmont. Final score there was 76-34. Story of this ball game, MFL MarMac in that third quarter looking as good as anybody.
Yeah, that's the MFL MarMac that Coach Detbarden wants to see all the time. But, man, it was like they flipped a switch after those first 5 points by the Warriors. You thought we were in for the long haul, 36-32, and all of a sudden MFL MarMac said, nope, we're just going to go on a run, 23-0. Defensively, I think Landon Meany, his block shots kind of get lost in the conversation tonight, but what he did in the lane blocking shots, and even Corlett coming in blocking a couple of shots, that defense was stout, and then to lead to runouts and offense, they're a good team, and we're still looking at a date with North Fayette Valley thinking they've got a chance. They've got a chance if they play like that in 4 quarters.
That's what we're hoping for 2 weeks from tonight. But again, there's still some ball to be played before that time arrives. And speaking of that, we'll step out of the Upper Iowa Conference. On Friday night, we'll head over to the Tri-Rivers. Edco and Starmont renew their rivalry. Chalk Talk begins at 5:45. Girls game time at 6:15 with the boys game to follow here on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. Just after 9 o'clock, and we're out of here tonight.
It's a great night.
We'll see you Friday night. Again, for Coach Aaron Hamann, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Jackson Lamborn for running our camera tonight. Also thanks to Ty Keenan for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com, click in the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.